from before.
You always just that active red line, defending.
I think it's like.
Let's go, man. Let's go. In fact, we can't go. Technical difficulties. Now you can see me on the Jumbotron. People, deluded. I'm back again. Now, above my head is Crystal Palace against Manchester City. It's FA Cup final day. As an Arsenal fan that see my team win the FA Cup twice at Wembley, I'm jealous of both sides. One of them's going to win a trophy this season. You know, hopefully our boy Eddie Nketiah could do it. If not, it is what it is. Yeah, man, I can't lie, man. And, you know, there's a big debate around trophies and all of those things, and we can get into that. Smash the like button and good afternoon to you lot as well. But above all, yeah, it don't, like, regardless of what your team, from a fan's point of view, regardless of what your team wins, a day out at Wembley, capturing the moment with the players, who doesn't like victory? I'm jealous, man. You just need to win something. You can see Prince William's there, Gareth Southgate's there, Thomas Tuchel should be there. You think if I'm England manager, I'm not going to everything that's around it. You could probably go to the Champions League final for really no reason. But yeah, man, Crystal Palace, some of their fans that are old enough to remember, they've got to a couple finals in the FA Cup and, well, fairly recently, I swear, in the last 5 years. And it's been an L. Now, for City, obviously, I think Alex Ferguson said it along the lines of, obviously, you aim for the league in the Champions League. If things go tits up, essentially, he never said that part. But if it doesn't go to plan, picking up trophies and just ticking over. Everyone likes an underdog story, so you would prefer Palace to win beyond the obvious. If you look at some statistics, people, Manchester City are competing in their 14th FA Cup final. They've won the trophy 7 times, behind only Arsenal with 14. Had to say it twice. Manchester United with 13. Chelsea, Liverpool, and Spurs have been to 8 each. When did Spurs win one of those? It's Arsenal, I can't lie, man. Us and United, we're like this, we're the FA Cups. We need to get, since we last won it, we haven't been serious in this competition. If I'm honest, Crystal Palace are competing in their 3rd FA Cup final, losing to Manchester United in both 1990 and 2016. Manchester City lost the 2024 FA Cup final 2-1 to Manchester United. Only once before have they lost consecutive appearances, people. So, yeah, man, hopefully it's a good game of football. Kickoff is quote-unquote imminent. I say that. What's it, about 11 minutes? It's a nice day as well, man. I think someone's going to score a screamer, man. It just feels like another FA Cup memory, man. Like Alexis, and to be fair, I think Theo scored a great one in 2015 in the final as well. I think Theo Walcott defo scored a banger, but Alexis Sanchez is against Aston Villa. Crazy. Jack Grealish, who's playing today, tell you all about that. He was there. Arsenal comeback, still the best FA Cup final. Come on. I'd say my nervous FA Cup final. It's got to be 05, innit? It's got to be 05, man. Went to penalties and whatnot. Or was it 05? I'm sure, yeah. Scholes missed. Getting old in my 30 years. I'm pretty sure. Who did we lose? I'm sure it was. Yeah, no, I'm sure we lost to Liverpool when I was in primary school. I remember Michael Owen. You done something to me at the old stadium when it was in Cardiff. You ruined my childhood. You ruined the day in my childhood, Michael Owen. Great footballer, but you definitely did. So yeah, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous, man. Because when it's all said and done, and we, you know, Arsenal fans, we got a lot to say about the Prem and the champs and everything in between. I'm not saying the FA Cup paper's over the cracks, but it ends on a high. We got no choice but to do the next season thing. If we were doing the next season thing and we've won an FA Cup, and I know you lot could call me being a politician and all of these, and he's hits on the fence and everything, yeah, but you lot don't give me my credit. Do I not say every season? We're Arsenal Football Club. We need to win the FA Cup. If we do not win the FA Cup, it's failure. Yeah, you man are still ish. Hey, J Spurs, you be easy. You could lose your moderation status. Big up yourself, but like, man, listen, for your sake and every Spurs fan's sake, make sure you lot win on Wednesday. I'm supporting Man United for 90 minutes. That cannot happen. It cannot. Oh my God. Spurs trophy parade. Yeah, I'm gonna run that. They're a small club and all that, but it's dead, man. They've won something. It's dead, man. It's dead. But big up yourself, Jane. Big up the chat. Man said I might get sacked. You might, man. You shouldn't, you know, ain't you ever watched martial arts? When someone's on the floor, in which my club is, you don't kick people when they're down. Wait for them to get up, Killy. Like, no. Being an Arsenal fan is It's crazy is the way I describe it, man. 1 minute, somehow you're winning 5-1 against, well, you're battering Real Madrid, you're doing against City, you're 2 goals up against Villa and you drew on the game. You're seeing centre mids play up front, like you're not necessarily negative about your team, you're not particularly happy, and you really think it's kind of a madness on paper that we've been to 2 semis because, boy, you've won this whole season. But ultimately, it ends now. I don't normally get rattled by comments here, but like in a good bantery way. What did someone comment, man? Someone said something along the lines of, yeah, he said same old Arsenal, full stop. And then he said something along the lines of they're dancing in August, crying in May. I was thinking, fuck, that was a good one, weren't it, mate? City. No, I don't want City to win, man. I don't really, to be honest with you, boy, I don't really care who wins today. Be nice for Palace, man. Respectfully to them. They've had our number as well. This should have been us, though. And to be fair, both teams heavily supported. And I've seen on social media, obviously, Croydon and Fulton Heath and all them kind of areas, if Palace win, be absolutely crazy. I'm sure you've all seen on social media, Palace fans are everywhere, from Covent Garden all the way to Wembley, just bare noise. City look well supported. Fair enough, this is a local stadium for a lot of City fans, being in London. Half of them probably made the short trip over, from North after being Arsenal fans. I had to, man. Big up the Mancunian ones, though. Look at the FA Cup, man. It looks sexy, man. That's our trophy, man. Bring Eze to the carpet. We need a proper 10. We're not going to give them the P's that's required for someone like Eze, man. Like, I'm no transfer expert, but how much are they going to ask for Eze? On top of everything you've already planned to do, on top of, again, I'm no transfer expert, but a transfer budget is also factoring in wages. What if there's the same transfer pot to buy players? You kind of use that from a wage perspective, obviously, to renew deals. So if that is the case, then some portion of that is going to Trossard because there's talk of a new deal. Partey the same. Assuming Zubimendi happens, you've committed, 50, 60 odd million quid. That. How much is Eze? Brilliant player. And football's a funny old game. Now, obviously, people develop at different rates, but Eze's got a fantastic story. It tells you to never, ever give up, man. Like, this is someone who, I swear he worked part-time in Tesco's as he was pursuing his career. Been many a setback in his career. He's been released by bear clubs, including us. At some point, Eze, Andy Cole, what's the other one? Eze, Andy Cole, there's someone else. Harry Kane. At some point, they've all been in the academy. What's gone on there? And again, that's not to criticize the clubs. Just football's a funny old game. And it's always the ones that you don't really look at. Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, the legendary centre-half, he almost gave up on football full stop. In fact, I'm pretty sure he stopped playing for a year. A couple of them Brazilians. It's funny. I think Rafinha gave an interview saying he had like 40 trials, never got none. It's crazy, man. We aren't getting Eze. How often do Arsenal bring back some guy that was in their academy? Well, there's got to be exceptions to the rule, man. Bring him. He's cold, man. Yeah, true. In fact, to be fair, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Not a clue, man. I suppose that, but to be fair though, like at academy level, like the young levels, all these guys, you see the pictures all the time. All of these guys that are playing for Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever, they've all, Spurs, they've all been at these clubs at some point in their career, trial. They're all on kind of that circuit, but that's a good point. Who knows? Eddie Nketiah. One last rodeo, Eddie Nketiah, Gurhey, the man have got fresh haircuts. Big up Glasner or Crystal Palace, man. Very good gaffer as well, man. I like him. Big up Roy Hodgson, but like it must be a breath of fresh air to Crystal Palace because Roy Hodgson, good manager, of course, but what you see is what you get. This guy, foreign ideas, football and whatnot. Bit like Newcastle, isn't it? Like new owners change your life. Rafinha balled out under Hansi Flick. Trust. Even I had to apologize, a public apology to Rafinha. Football is so cutthroat. Talent don't get time to develop at most clubs. Exactly. It's cutthroat, man. Half of these guys, I think Iwobi, who's played for Nigeria, never actually been on loan, became a professional footballer, bought for 30, 40 odd million quid. He was saying I've been close bare times to getting released. It's very cutthroat. Especially, let's have it right, the bigger the club. You look at Chelsea's catchment area. You look at what Chelsea are doing anyways, and you look at their catchment area. They're in Cobham. Like, that's just out of Surrey. So they can obviously get local talent there. They can dip into Southampton's one. They can have all of London. It's absolutely mad. That's why, unfortunately, you see a lot of like quote unquote respectfully the smaller teams. Just a lot of them have done away with their academy. I'm not just as an example. I'm not saying these are necessarily the clubs, but well, Leighton Orient ironically sold a player. I'm sure the young 16-year-old made his debut and City have bought him already. Whether he makes it or not's another thing. But imagine I don't know, Leighton Orient, Southend, Barnet. Let's say you've got, I'm exaggerating, but let's just say you've really genuinely got the next Wanyeri, Miles Lewis, Skelly, Bukayo Saka. If they're really that good at them kind of ages, bro, they're getting bought by the Arsenals, the Chelseas, or whatever. So you're developing talent that's getting plucked. Now, obviously, they're going to get bought, but you get the point. It happens. Half of these guys you see come up through academy, bro. Charlton used to get robbed, still does. Is what it is. We're applying the Nicholas Hover tax to Burton now, making man famous when they even said a word on television. That's what we do, man. Make them famous, bro. In Burton, we trust. I can't lie. I am fully behind the Burton propaganda. I'm fully behind it. It's foreign ideas. I'm not saying he's gonna do a madness, but he's gonna do a madness. And the very fact that I've yet to see I'm not naive. He's going to give some level of an interview, I guess, when the season's done, and probably around mid-July, because we're gonna be in Asia on pre-season tour. That's naturally, well, to be fair, does he have time? He needs to get things done, but that's naturally when the club will probably allow him to just sit down and do that. But I like the fact he ain't chatting, man. I like it. Where Crystal Palace and Manchester City are concerned, I mean, we're about to see a back five of sorts from Palace. Games like this, obviously everyone's got to do their job, but the Arthur Wharton, Lacroix's done well, surely gets in the French squad. The Whartons, the Ezes, Matetas, you're relying on these players to individual magic. I'm sure the last time we did a watch along for Crystal Palace at Wembley, Tyreek Mitchell, fair enough, he's a fullback, but you missed a sitter. You can't do that in a final. Upsets are there to happen. I've seen a couple with City at Wembley. I didn't necessarily expect Man United to beat you in the FA Cup recently, many a year ago, in a very different, same City spending money, but different. I swear we can beat these lot. Magic of the FA Cup. And yeah, it's Arsenal not in the final, but this is our trophy. I'm going to keep reminding you lot of, well, 2014 was one of the best times I've had as an Arsenal fan, away from the obvious, just in terms of being at a game, the context. I always say the same story. Everything that happened. Imagine people paying an arm and a leg for 2 tickets because I brought my nephew. Like, let's just, well, probably was 300 quid, you know, to be fair with you, just over. Imagine that. Imagine bare delays on the train. You've just got in literally as the players are walking out. You've gone up the stairs and whatnot, bought a couple foods and whatnot, got in, we're 2 goals down. And I forgot to say, this is in the whole section as well. Try to listen, got to get in the building somehow. We're 2 goals down. They're singing, same old Arsenal, always cheated. It was, oh my God. And then to see, this is why Santi Cazorla, you'll always be in my starting 11s and all these things, man. Like, I'll never let your name die at Arsenal, because I saw the way, forget the free kick and how you got us back in the game. I saw immediately, everyone dropped their heads. You was doing that. Have you lot, speaking of the FA Cup, have you lot seen the footage of Arsene Wenger, like, doing that to Wanyeri? Wanyeri's obviously a little kid. I saw it get resurfaced online. Wanyeri slightly might be an industry plant, so we might be set for a baller still. We might have a baller. I don't think these things are coincidence. Oh, Santi Cazorla. Bro, baller. We brought man in with CV and then man always get flamed. The only thing I would say with Berta, is, let's be honest, there's a lot of cults at our football club. As soon as, God forbid, but if Arsenal don't have the window that we love, you know, they're going to say, oh, Berta, 12 years, she didn't make nothing happen. In Berta, we trust. But at the same time, even if Berta doesn't and people don't blame Berta, I don't want to hear nothing about the Cronkies. I'm not trying to not blame them, but I don't want to hear nothing. Because at the end of the day, you know the employers you're going to go work for. That's why some of the sympathy for Arteta and Berta is capped. Because if you didn't think you could do what's required in those constraints, you would not take the job. Away from, obviously, reasons why. In Berta, we trust, man. More than anything, I just think Berta's on this. When everyone, respectfully to Kai Havertz, when everyone's trying to sanction these next Kai Havertz ones for 65 million, he's going to say, what are the man doing? Just everything you did at Atletico Madrid. Like, and again, obviously, we didn't sign anyone in January, and we all know why and how Arsenal work and stuff. But I remember that whenever someone says Berta, I just remember the signing of Luis Suarez to Atletico Madrid. He was seen as past it. He's done. Barca obviously sold him. They got him in for a short period, helped win something. Now, if you take those kind of things, and obviously the age, Hang on, back. Okay, we're back. ITV, come on, bro. Big FA Cup final. Come on. Oi, oi, oi. Stop it. Behave. What's going on, ITV, bro? We're switching over. ITV, you're acting. The game's all kicked off and that. All right, cool. ITV, you're acting. Get it right, man. So I pay TV license for it. But yeah, before we was rudely interrupted from our conversation. Like, obviously, if you take what I said about Suarez and apply that to this year January, where Arsenal concerned, I'm not saying we'd have won the league, but what if he said, you know what, let's do this Ollie Watkins thing. Maybe there's not 13, 14 draws. Maybe there's 7. Maybe there's 8. Maybe these 2 last games, Newcastle tomorrow, which we will be doing a watch along, and obviously Southampton away. Maybe we're looking at it differently. This is all ifs, buts, and maybes, and they're valid talking points. But if you factor in the talking points I've said and everything we've got to say this year and the 2 previous years, so in a 3-year period where we've fought for the champs, fought for the Prem, different reasons, ultimately ended up with nothing, like. That's bottom line. How do we get over the line? But yeah, man, Arsenal therapy. I am poetic with it, innit? That's why you lot fuck with me. But anyways, this game's kicked off. Mamouche fouled. Mamouche baller. See, even stuff like that, man. I'm not naive. If you bought Mamouche in January, you must have been talking to him for months. But come on, bro. We need them kind of man more than City. Like, little Mamouche, it could be lit. Big up Arsenal's Egyptian fans. We all love El Nene. I'm sure they're waiting on one of those. Unpopular opinion. I don't want to ask. We're having this conversation in the group chat. You know what, Epic? This is an agenda-free zone. Obviously, away from Merino's heroics up front, yeah. In centre mid, in the sample size of what we've seen, yeah, purely Merino plays centre mid. Is El Nene better than him? I didn't say how I feel. I'm just asking yes or no. Is El Nene better than him, Arsenal fans? The Kanji's on the ball here. Glazier, I believe in you. You know what? We're doing the Palace thing. Jeremy Doku, yeah, City, you're not serious. Doku in the final. Mihiti. He's going to end up scoring now, ain't he? Diaz. But hey, Diaz is doing well on and off the pitch, to say the least, isn't it? The Man City centre half. He's found Silvinho. See, D's kind of man as well. Find the next Guardiola as well, man. Big up Magalhaes, though. Look at what this club has done to our fans, bro. Bringing in guys who have proved themselves and have receipts to show for it. And our fans are moving like we brought in some random civ on the streets. Are you man still going to be glazing Berta if he gets a left back and Sesko? Why for that? But what's Berta done to you? Listen, at the end of the day, Berta's something new, man. And even if Berta, don't make me look dumb, but even if there are the Kai Havertz 65 million, 200 odd grand a week signings, yeah, like even if they still go and buy those kind of guys that, no disrespect to Kai, but you weren't needed per se. That's nothing to do with him, like us buying him. It's not going to be for 65 million and on 200 odd grand a week. Like, Edu winging it. Not accusing you of anything, Edu, but maybe if you've got a couple percentages in your pocket from them kind of moves, I hear it then. Silvinho never. I don't know why you're looking for a free kick. Come on, Palace, man. Get the ball there. Where's the Munoz right back, man? Palace just struggling in these opening 3 odd minutes to get out there off. This was to be expected. But make Berta famous, man. Make Berta famous. These guys never get the praise, man. The Bertas, the Yovas, every club. They're the guys that make the club famous. Even, I don't know, Kathy, who's been working in the first team restaurant for like 40 years, make them famous. Because without people like this, there's no football club. Make the security done famous. A football club's about community, and I know we're so gone from that actually as a sport. Make them famous. Obviously, the Arsenal fans you're referring to, they do make it a bit weird, and it's like they fall in love with next man in it, all inclusive. But it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. The Colts for our Calafury. It's a bit weird, but each to their own, man. Big up yourself, Tim Smith. Look at this, Marcel Dunn. Big up DG, Mr. Politician himself. Big up the chat as well. When I start playing on that politician element, make sure you're smashing the like button. Their game. You lot want to boo me? All right, cool. Eze, go on. Oh, ref, surely fouled. Eze and Wharton have actually been linked with Man City in a double swoop. That'll be 2 good signings. Wharton's cold, man. Just needs a cleaner run with injuries. Eze is cold, but I can't lie to you, Eze. It's games like this. We need to see what you're about. Richards. Where's Matt Turner? No way he was playing in the final. I'm chatting. Dean Henderson playing out from the back. Okay, too cool. Lacroix's gone long. They've yet to mention Mateta's name, to be fair. Maybe I'm looking at it a bit too basic, but knock it into Mateta, work off the first and second touches, get your team higher up the field. Look at the Palace fans, mad, bro. The man, them are doing the taking off the shirt, jumping up and down thing. See, Arsenal, man. We need to pattern up, man. Like, we ain't got that. We haven't got that. Liverpool signed Frimpong. Confirmed, yeah? Shout out Frimmy. And next one for Martinelli to spin next season. Boo, we want the real DG back. That's what they said about 50 Cent, man. The real me, like, mate, you can't win. Kevin De Bruyne, has he found Silvinho? Important interception by Mitchell. It hasn't stopped anything. Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, incredible save, early doors from Dean Henderson. That's how quickly City can make something happen. Poor Mitchell, it's a good interception. City have kept it alive. It's a fantastic ball into the box from Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland's done well to just get something on it. And on his back foot, Henderson's managed to react. It's a corner kick to City. It's a good opportunity. Boy, Frimpong, here we go. Meaty. Conor Bradley signed a new deal. It's the last I saw, ironically, with Liverpool fullbacks. So even that, how much money has Conor Bradley, regardless of how good or bad he does, how much has that saved Liverpool? Because if Conor Bradley don't exist, you might be and obviously they'd have to replace Trent. You might need two right backs. Not everyone that comes through the academy generally has to be that, because I do want that a bit at Arsenal, man. Just someone that's calm. Like, you don't, as much as I love Miles Lewis Skelly, Bukayo Saka, Wanyeri, I clearly miss Smith Rowe. There was a calm, I don't know, like exactly the same player, like Tomiyasu. I'll be calm. That's poor from City, if I'm honest with you. Oh, is that another corner? Henderson, you might be nervous, you know. Have you given a poor attempted ball into the box from City? I don't think Henderson's aware of his surroundings. Keeper's nervous, lads. Could have shepherded that out of play. DG Eze deserves to play for us. You agree? He'll be more efficient than Martinelli. Define efficient, because there's, you know, if you're talking goals and assists, the numbers aren't quite dissimilar. Both players have unique qualities. Ball into the box by City, headed out by Gurhi. Who the latest rumors with him is that he wants to run his contract down allegedly until 2026 and go to Barcelona. Marmoush, Manchester City, banging on the door. Eze's lost it very poorly. I hope it doesn't come back to bite you. Gurhi sent it. Palace cannot get out of their own half. They are starting to make silly mistakes where a team like City can harm you. It's a bit weird, isn't it, people? We're not going to see Kevin De Bruyne for City beyond this season. To be fair, Salah in his interview with Gary Neville said there's space for you at Liverpool. Diaz shapes like he's going to shoot, finds Akanji. Guardiola. I don't know what you tried to do there, Guardiola. Richards has done well there. Muniz. Kamach. Cha. He's found Mateta. First time we said Mateta. No, we ain't. First time I've said Mateta's name, probably. At least we've seen Manchester City's goalkeeper and Manchester City's defensive half, because gone all the way back there. They still have possession, however. Liverpool love a release clause, man. Ollie Watkins to Arsenal. Here we go. I need to see confirmation, my friend. Frimpong was only... You excited? 30 million. About to say 300 million. Crazy. It's a shrewd addition. He's shown what he can do. Obviously, I think the way... It doesn't mimic Trent, but it mimics Trent in that... Trent, obviously, is not the best. I do think people do too much, but he's not the best out-and-out defender. So Slot, obviously knows about that and has found ways to kind of, enhance a man's strengths and his weaknesses. Now, I look at Frimmy. I think he's better in the final third, a bit like Trent. So Slot must know about that. I think it's a good signing, to be fair. Technically, he counts as homegrown as well. He's well experienced, been at Celtic, obviously won a title at Leverkusen, going to you lot now. It's just the problem is but there's no one you lot could, I'm sure for the more ignorant Liverpool fan, there's no one you could get or work realistically going to get that's got the same kind of clout as Trent ability-wise. So people aren't really going to be happy, but he's a good player, man. Walton. Oh, he's found Sarr. I'm not sure what Sarr was doing there. Surely a yellow card by Kevin De Bruyne. The ref has said play on. There's a man down for Palace, to be fair. City under no obligation to put the ball out. Jeremy Docky up against a fullback that is in their mid-20s, I assume. So let's see how he does. Normally does well against pensioners, which he isn't playing today. In slot, we trust he has a plan for him. I don't rate this for me. We're going to have to see the lights. How bright? Let's see. He's the sort of guy to score in his debut. He'll score. I think he'll score a couple of bangers for them at times. Probably getting out of Leverkusen at the right time, to be fair. Imagine being a Leverkusen fan. You lost Xabi. You can't say no, but you lost Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid. Thingy's gone. Frimi's gone. Verts, it looks like, you know, all the clubs are sniffing around him. Ironically, we're talking about Liverpool, City are playing. They've both been linked with him. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, allegedly on the back burners. 11 minutes. It's one of them where, have you ever watched a football game and thought you were further ahead than you actually are? It's another corner for Manchester City. Can they break the deadlock? Savinho with the in-swinger said decent knock, to be fair. Guardiola, important save by Henderson. It's sent clear from Crystal Palace. Boy, Pep Guardiola, you know, put the ball down quite well, the gaffer. Henderson's been a busy man. Oh, is Henderson nervous? To be fair, watching it on the replay, it's a good save. But could he catch that? Or was it a nervous flap? Good reaction nonetheless. Maybe Liverpool are going to play three at the back next season to facilitate Frimpong. That would be funny, you know. You never know, man. Hi. Welcome. Would Nico Williams be a project signing for Arsenal? And how realistic is it to sign Rodrigo from Real Madrid? He would be a project signing because he's not the finished article. Good player, but he become a great one. You talking about having all this potential and whatnot. And then what's the second part you said? Ouch. Rodrigo. Is he actually really available at this moment in time? Because I never saw these rumors prior. And if it's something that he's been mulling over for time and he thinks, yeah, I actually want to go, fair enough. Has he had a conversation, which I'm not going to know, has he had a conversation with Xabi Alonso? Because surely you're not going to leave Real Madrid, or you're not going to make the decision to leave your football club until you've spoken to the incoming manager. Now, all managers are liars, but what if he said, I'm going to make you the project, you know, I'm going to build around you and whatnot? Why would you leave Real Madrid on top of the obvious? Now, we all know sometimes Real Madrid just randomly decide to get rid of their great players. If it's a that thing, you ain't got a leg to stand on. If he's available, everyone and their dog will be involved. I think we could present a decent offer. But are we the one attractive proposition for Rodrigo? I mean, you saw what we're doing. You can see, we beat your team, but you'd imagine City being there, Liverpool being there, Paris Saint-Germain being in the mix, so on and so forth. Bernardo Silva. How have City not taken the lead? I'm not even a Crystal Palace fan, and I'm quite nervous. Nico Williams, not a project signing. He's already won more trophies than our boys. Come on, man. I hear that. But is he the finished article for what he could be? He's clearly not. Clearly not. Football's a team game. Yeah, he plays for Spain. You're going to win stuff. And to be fair, Bilbao not qualified for the Champions League. So does he necessarily want to leave? If we got Rodrigo first, then got Nico next year, I'd be happy with that. Saka, Rodrigo, Saka in rotation. It can work. Look at Bayern with Gnabry, Sane, and Elise. Said Saka twice there, lad, but you know, I assume you mean Martinelli. We are not getting Nico Williams and Rodrigo. Either or is a decision that they have to make. We're not getting either or. Like, so both. To be fair, man, we need a left winger. I don't really rate the left wing options. I wouldn't be against Leao. I don't really think that's like worth it. Nico Williams, are you the guy? There's guys that can play out there. I'm not going to give up on this. I want, regardless of if we get Gyökeres, I want Arsenal to sign in Buemo. And I know he plays up front. I know he's played off the right, but I put him off the left. Not going to lie, that rotation only works at Bayern since they actually win stuff. Good point. And again, financially, we're not going to do that. What is Nico Williams going to be on? What is Rodrigo going to be on? What is Saka about to be on? And Saliba if he signs a new deal. You're stuck with Jesus for at least a year. Don't know what the future holds for what's his face, man? Kai Havertz. You'd imagine Reece Nelson leaves. I have no clue when his contract is up, but he's on 100 odd grand. If they keep Partey, what's Partey going to be on? And then the other signing. And then you've got Odegaard and Martinelli. If seasons continue like this, what's going on? Watkins and Sane to Arsenal. Watkins for 40 mil plus 10 mil add-ons, 160k per week for 5 years. Sane 4 years, 220 per week. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, man. I don't believe these Rodrigo rumors. What fee would Real want? How much they buy him for? Probably like 40. Surely you want 100 plus million, like. And he's what you got to remember is he's going to be on some serious bread. Serious bread. That's going to shatter the wage structure. Not that I care. Mateta, okay, good hold up play. It's a good one too. Come on, Palace. We're in. We're in. Palace are flying down this right hand side. Get in the box. Get in the mixer. Yeah. Yes. As they have scored, we're gone. We're gone. Yes. Hey, it's lit. Eddie, get warm. Eddie, get warm. Eddie, get warm. Hey, Crystal Palace fans are living a movie. It's all been Palace, 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 Palace. Sorry, City, 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 City. They didn't take their chances. Palace have had one and they haven't. It's game on. There's a lot of football to be played. Attackers, better yet, they get all the glory in it. Because then the poor old Henderson's made bare saves. And no one don't care. Because it's that man, is he? It's a great move. Shout out Mateta. It's fantastic hold-up play. Him and Camacho have basically played a 1-2. Us fullbacks never get the credit. You can see Crystal Palace's Munoz gliding down the right-hand side. You heard me say pull it in the mixer. He has. And a big part of football is thinking. Eze's followed into the box. Fortunes have favoured him. And it's a good finish. It's a very good finish and a very important goal. And the first goal of today, people. Movie settings, mate. Absolute movie settings. Fair play. Palace have taken the lead. Ian Wright, I hope you're watching this and enjoying. Boy, Pep Guardiola, there might be uncomfortable conversations. For your sake, I hope Wenger could never. Arteta could never. Better FA Cup record in finals than Pep. I am shameless. 100% I am. In the 16th minute, it's broken the deadlock. Palace want it more. You can see, CJ nervous for the Newcastle game. What is nerves? Define nerves. It's obviously going to mean a lot more to Palace. Palace has been starved of trophies. I definitely know how it feels. It's just that, do you know what? It's quite predictable, really, in the sense that it's all been City, City, City. Palace have just lived basically on the edge of their home area. They've had one chance down the other end and they've scored. And for Pep, it must be annoying because Palace have set up to defend. There's 3 at the back. You've got to break that down. And a bit like my club, Pep and City do the same thing. Like they're going to play at the same pace. They're going to keep working the openings. One goal against Palace, for City changes everything. And it's easy to stay in shape, I guess, in the first 20 minutes of a game. What about the last? Can City hit back immediately? O'Reilly, Marmoush, shots blocked. To be fair, Crystal Palace's Richard has had a very good start to this game. We need to sign Eze. Difference makers, man. Mateta as well. You saw what hold-up play could do for you. Even that, the Camacho, Eze, Mateta, they haven't done anything beyond the obvious of note. They've quite frankly been anonymous because Palace haven't been on the ball. But that is why attackers, another example as to why attackers get paid big bread, because you've got an opportunity, work the opening. I'm a big fan of Adam Wharton, man, and Eze. Shows that shopping in the Championship. If you just another example where you look at Wharton and Buemo, anyone that Brentford and Brighton have had, the players on the pitch at this moment, even Marmoush, Newcastle with Isaac to a slight degree. If you apply some foresight and sign these guys, like I prefer Gyökeres over Sesko, but there are people that don't rate Sesko now. Either in a year or two, they're gonna want him at their club. Eze, poor from him. He's been given another opportunity. This is poor from City. City could actually concede again. Eze found Muniz, delivered. How's it not 2-0? Bro. We got to take them chances, boys. I think Ortega saved. I don't think you'll know much about it. Savinho's cold. Did you see that? Brazil 2026, we're winning the World Cup. Savinho tries to play a give and goal. Swear down, Mitchell got away with that. Did Mitchell get away with that, or is he conceded a free kick? Aye. Oh, God. How is it not 2-0 Palace? Who did that fall to? Sorry, Sarr. Come on, man. To be fair, it's definitely a lot more difficult than I'm making out. But it's not more difficult than the chance Eze just poked home. And you can see what that Palace fan thought of that. Boy, bring me Wharton and Eze ballers. You throw in Elise as well. Obviously, Palace have sold him. But players are all out. They're everywhere, man. Just buy correctly. Bit different. Declan Rice released by Chelsea, sold for 100 odd million. Football's a funny old game of opinions. I mean, you can't say City are out of it conceding one, but two, oof. The only commentary you need for a Saturday morning is DG. Cameron, you're far too nice, Cameron, man. Appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Bring more news, bro. Richie, you're moving horny for players, man. He's cold, but we don't need another right back, man. I hear you, though. I'm on it. But is it back 5 tax? I'm hating. I am hating. I'm hating on him, really. If we need anyone from Palace, it's what Marcel said. It's Eze, Wharton. To be fair, I'll take Mateta, provided we don't get who we're linked with. Really and truly, it's been a low-key affair, people, but we have seen a goal. You know, no, I hear it. We got Richie, but I do the same thing. You know, when you just see a team and you just want all the players. Greed spoken about in all religious books, man. We can't be greedy. As they played for Arsenal youth. Football's a funny old game of opinions. Where's Hooks? I don't know. He should be live. I'd imagine he's doing a watch along. I don't see a reason to skip on getting Eze, aside from Arsenal not going back for their cast-offs. Eze would bang, man. Even if like he does the scumbag thing. Let's be honest, like he scored, hasn't done much. We kind of need players that do that. Silvinho, Ikanji. I don't like you, Ikanji, man. I don't think you're humble and Silvinho's lost the ball, but it's a tough day at the office for Mitchell. If his team winning, they're laughing, but Silvinho's on this. I cannot lie to you. The skills are crazy. I'm honestly worried we'll end up finishing 6th after the Newcastle and Southampton games. Can't lie, if that happens, I'll tell us to go. I don't see a reason to. Oh, sorry, seen that already. We need to be finishing top 3 as a minimum, ideally 2nd. Stark, man. Disappointed. Why do people say Gyökeres wouldn't be good in the Premier League when he has played for Coventry before and blew Man City backs out? Oh, whoa. I don't know, man. I don't think he'll score all of those goals that he's doing in Portugal, but whether we're happy or not, people that we don't necessarily rate are scoring goals for our football club. We really think Gyökeres couldn't? And even if it doesn't work out, in which you don't want that, you'd have to just sign another one. We've seen what not signing a striker does. Like we've seen what not signing does. So let's try the others. Palace lost the ball here. Kevin De Bruyne, Silva, Guardiola. To be fair, he's the only one that's tried to force it. That's a ball to Haaland if it's made it, you know. Oh, and it has. I mean, Haaland's got a lot to do, but Crystal Palace need to wake up. Marmoush, you flopped it. Dilly Dally, and you flopped it. You're not built for it. See, you're not going to make it. Eze. That is where City have to punish Crystal Palace. That was a fantastic ball over the top by Guardiola. Eze. Don't know what he's doing, but Sal's giving chase, and it somehow ended up being a throw-in. TV throws there. I see Ben as our backup for Saliba. Unpopular opinion, I do think Ben White's capable of playing centre half. Probably does get game time there. I think he's a right back, you know. I think he's a right back. I think he can do a job at centre half. To be fair, he said backup, but I don't really like Ben White as a centre half. It's mad because I'm a hypocrite. I have no qualms about him playing there, but I don't really like him as a centre half. In terms of, well, to be fair, being on the ball and all that, I do like Ben White in that regards. What did you have for dinner? It's only 5 o'clock, man. I ain't had my dinner yet. I can't lie. If we get top 4, give Arteta one more season. If we don't get top 4, then it's time to go. Yeah, exactly. City are dangerous on the break. But they can be got out as well. They play with an extremely high line. I don't know why the game stopped. What's going on? Mateta giving the referee juice. The ref's man them. Wait. Did the ref lips it? Did he just lips the water bottle that Mateta get your moving mad? Hey, to be fair, Dean Henderson, I have to give you credit because you see if you made a mistake there with Haaland when you intercepted there, it was a pen. Wait, are they actually looking to see if this was a pen? What's going on here? What is happening? What are they saying supposed to have happened with Henderson? This is where I wish I didn't have to mute my TV. What has actually happened? Kevin De Bruyne is chatting with the ref. Same old City, always cheating. Oh, okay. Is that outside the area, Henderson? You might be in trouble. Oh, you're fucked. Aye, boss case. Okay. Come on, Palace. Aye, Henderson. Oh. See, I've probably sounded like a hypocrite there, but you lot that are watching the game as you're listening to me, you can see how the angles change your perspective. I don't know where they couldn't have got, there couldn't be no pen looks. Somebody had a red card shout. It was in the box. Jeremy Doku. Marmoush, to be fair, Palace, I'll be surprised if you lot don't concede before the half's done. I hope not. I hope we can get another one, but it seems like City are up in the ante. Mateta's tried. He's tried. Mateta, God loves a trial, but it's not good enough. And it's wave after wave. Jeremy Doku, that's never a free kick, ref. Ref, thank you. Doku, you're rubbish, man. This guy's shit, man. I'm a hypocrite because I got videos on my channel when he was 16, how I wanted him at Arsenal. But you signed for them, man. Can't believe you're looking for a free kick there. You know what you're doing. You've lost the ball. You've tried to do the diving thing. You wouldn't get that free kick in Hackney Marshes, so you're not going to get it at Wembley, are you? He's rubbish, man. Martinelli's better than him. No, you make a shout. He's half-hearted. I don't know. But, Doku, you'd work a treat at Arsenal. 2 City players going for the same header. Come on, Palace. Mitchell could be in here. Mitchell, come on, activate. Akanji, you don't want it. You give it away. Don't foul him, Mitchell. Don't foul him. Ref, that's ours. To be fair, Akanji's done very well for City. Thank you, ref. One more and we're done, man. One more and we're done. City are better than Palace. Arsenal worse than City. But now I can't lie. I don't rate Doku. Fast and can do step overs. Passing ain't it, and shooting ain't it. Yeah, but I hear you. I don't think I'm not saying he's going to be amazing, but I think there's a player there, man. Surely, like, you've got the technical qualities. It's just about thinking. It's just, I mean, you and Martinelli, and if I was Mikel Arteta, you'd probably make me lose my hair. Both of you on my left-hand side be crazy, but there's a player there. You just need to think. Perez took it too far and said he was better than Saka. I don't know what Perez was smoking. Wharton, shots blocked, ref. Is that a handball? All right, Palace, where are we linking up if we win this, man? It's a nice day. I also won a trophy. I might as well be a City hater and jump up and down somewhere in South London with you lot. I'm sure that's a designer watch. You got the drip on for your team to lose. Damn. Doku, a chaos merchant. Yeah, in the squad, man. You can use him. If I was Arteta, them kind of players would be my project. Or Silvinho, because he's a project in itself. Eiffel Tower in South London. If Pep can get him to be making mad passes, then I could hear the best winger in the league. But right now, he's a pace merchant. His decision making is pony, bro. It's pony. He's got the technical qualities, but there's no point. It's Saint Maximinus-esque. There's no point doing all this Beyblade stuff if you're not getting goals and assists. But that's what annoys me, because people will tell you someone that plays like that is better than Salah or Saka. It's not. Because what are you doing? Yeah, you can do skills and that and pace. And as a fullback, I wouldn't want to play against you. You must be annoying to play against, but with a bit of tweaking with his decision making, Doku could be a player, man. Silvinho, who I think is better than him, he's trying to rip Mitchell, man. To be fair, Silvinho's been he hasn't won a corner. He's been one of the City players that really look like they're honest. I'll guess you'll never know. What do you mean? St. Maximin is clear of Doku. But yeah, Camille, man, you're a hater, but you clearly pick good content creators. What do you make of the new Arsenal kit? It's sexy, man. I stopped myself from buying it. I can't lie. I need to see movement in the market. I need to feel a part of this again before I part with my money. I need to see a striker. Put some respect on Glasnier's name. He brought Wolfsburg from mid-table to UCL. Then he won the DFB Cup first season with Frankfurt, and after that, Europa League and now FA Cup. He reminds me of Wenger, man. I like them kind of managers. Soft-spoken. You don't want to disappoint him. It's like your granddad. He's a serious man, clearly. Respectfully to Palace, he's a good manager and you need to keep him and you need to back him. But you might face a fight. You know, the hymns, the Areolas, these guys are always going to be linked with other clubs. It's actually an important summer for Palace, as I'm sure it always is. I'm sure Crystal Palace fans always, probably today as well, have the same old conversations. You know, how long are we going to hold on to Wharton, who I don't think's going? I actually think they'll lose Eze and potentially Gurhey this summer. How do we react to that? What do we do with the money there? Glasner has obviously got a good project at Palace, and he's got to an FA Cup final, but it's almost an impossible job because City could be in here. How can it? Not that it can't, but how can it get better? You're going to be in Europe next year, so you're going to need a deeper squad and whatnot. If you lose the Ezes and whatnot, Palace are probably not going to spend the money that's required on like for like quality. So if you're a manager, if you're a Glazier, could you argue, I've won an FA Cup, I've got them in Europe. Sometimes you have to quit while you're ahead. Is this the best time to cut? He's been linked with a couple of clubs. I'm sure he would. And if I was him, I would, see what the manager, the owner's saying, especially if you lose your key players. And again, you need a deeper squad. Provided it stays like this, they're in Europe next year. Look, he's someone that's getting interest as well. And he's spoken about wanting to play in the champs and get called up by France. God loves a trial, but is that going to be the case? I'm not going to lie. Palace got just under 15 minutes. People are switching off. Unfortunately, it wouldn't surprise me if City hit back before the end of the half, just because I think Palace have given it a real good job, defending well, obviously got the goal. I'm seeing players get a bit tired now. It looks like mental fatigue is creeping in, which I can't blame you. People forget. Do you know how has anyone played in a Sunday league game where the other team is better than yours, better possession? As soon as you win, you might be leading, but as soon as you lose the ball, as soon as you win the ball, they've got it again. This is exhausting, So imagine that if you're talking about Sunday league and you go up several levels in terms of, I know it's FA Cup, but it's Premier League. 2 Premier League sides better yet. He was linked to Bayern before they got company. He will leave this summer. Harsh though, man. If he leaves this summer, it's a sheg. Because where do they go from there? I think Palace got to keep doing. They're not quite Brighton and Brentford and them kind of clubs in terms of, always getting in players and always selling them, but they're a bit like that. They buy smart. Palace always have ballers. And they'll probably go and get the other ones. Didn't they get that lad from Millwall? Oh, City could be in here. Oh, Mitchell, I hope you bust case. Mitchell, your reaction is telling me you're guilty. I don't trust Bernardo Silva. You're told never to go to slide in the box. I'm not sure, Mitchell. You look guilty. Your teammates look like you're going to bust this. That was scary. Oh, Mitchell, I don't know. Why did you go to ground there, broski? You saw something. I'm not. Oh, I don't know if the shoe was on the other foot. If Palace would get a pen, I don't know. Oh, Mitchell, man, why'd you do that? He's come through the Palace system, but this game's even more special for him because he grew up in Brent, which is obviously northwest London. No clue how far away from the stadium, but probably got your brethren and family there, and you've given a pen away. Don't worry, Henderson's got this. Haaland don't want it. Haaland don't want it, bro. Haaland don't want it. He don't want it. Mitchell, man. I mean, I did say it would surprise me. You lot could hear what I was saying. It wouldn't surprise me if City score, which they haven't done yet. I didn't expect a penalty, but I did say it looks like mental fatigue's creeping in. And when you've got mental fatigue, do you not make mistakes? What have you seen here? I mean, I guess it is, but Bernardo's smart in that his touch is taking him away from it anyways. Oh. Did you need to go to ground? Okay, Haaland's not. I like Marmoush. I don't want to hate on Marmoush. Marmoush has stepped up. The pressure, though. Mitchell, man. Why did you do that? It's a dive. He's looking for it. I'm on loan too at Palace. I'm not sure, man. It's looking dark. High fashion more than anything else. Must stay the F away from sport. Balenciaga sponsored kit with holes in strategic places in the kit. God, no. What? How do we get here? I wonder if we'll ever see high-end fashion brands making kits for football teams. I'm sure PSG done something. Bro, I won't be getting it. Fair enough. If we get somewhere, smash the like button. These brands want to send me that free shit. I won't be getting that. Man, crazy. A normal Arsenal kit is 85 odd quid. Like, so imagine whatever Gucci or whatever, you're going mad. There's a penalty here, people. Marmoush, I like you. I won't hate, but it'd be nice if you hit the post. Come on, Endo. Mateta handling Diaz like an old school jogger. It's not really a pen though. It's a pen, but it's not like he's given the ball. Like his touches. Nah, man. Bernardo Silva's very smart. Mitchell should not be going to ground Marmoush. Hey! We said Hendo. Hendo, well in. Hey! Yes! Mitchell, switch on. Hendo. I can't lie. You lot need to clip this whole. I've been predicting this whole final. Come on, Hendo. Dead from Marmoush. Dead. Too cool. Select him. Look. I'm not sure if the keeper is actually on his line, but it's cool. Dived away before my man even. Hey, let's go. This is how you make yourself a legend. Boys, please. Boy, City. This is looking rubbed. This is looking rubbed. To think United traded Hendo for effing Onana joke club. It is justice. But you just said it was a pen. It's a shag, man. Bernardo, you see, cheaters. Well, no, cheaters therefore win. 115 charges ain't going to do much, but it is a pen, but it's not a pen. Like, it's not really a pen, but it is. Like, he's touched it out of play. That's a ball, you know. Come on, Palace, man. All right, we're in again. Palace down this right. Oh, it's a good battle. Munoz is quick as is Dogu, apologies. I thought there was a free kick. Ref, Palace should have a free kick. How is it their throw? Focus, ref. Hendo for England. Yeah, I don't need to get involved in the Ramsdale things anymore. I can't lie. England's... Nah, I'd stay with Pickford. I don't think, unpopular opinion, I don't think Pickford and Maguire have ever let down England. Unpopular opinion, I think you need them two in the squad. Really concerned about our nation's centre-half pairings and options, actually, because there's not really a pairing. You're like, oof. Or, you know, you never know if Tuchel's going to play a back three or what. Guardiola. Akanji, brother. Come on, Palace. Hold on to the ball, man. Hold on to the ball. We're doing so good. City. Horrible duns. Let's go, Palace. Man like Beetlejuice trying to stimulate free kicks today. Let's keep this a London Cup. I hear it. It's a soft pen. But even if it's a soft pen, does that mean it's not a pen? Because let's be honest, Arsenal fans, if we wouldn't get that, but we'd want that. And to go to the next level, I'll be honest, Saka, you need to start doing that. Doku, Meady, Walton, Palace, City. This is how we beat City 5-1. You get scared for a sec. Oh my God, it's City. They're humans like us. Look at Walton. Bernardo, we've got this, Walton, please. Doing too much. Like I said, mental fatigue, boys. We're doing too much. Boy, Richards, doing too much. Hey, Mateta must be scary, though. Oh my gosh, when he gets into stride. Final third passes. Palace have had just 17. City have had 122. It's what you do with them. Akanji, surely Haaland's offside. Ref, put your flag linesman. Silvinho, Bernardo, you won't do it. You won't do it. You think you're going to shoot. You're not me. I would have scored by now. You'll have seen my intro goal. Eze has fouled Bernardo Silva, but I just don't like Bernardo Silva anymore. He really should have a free kick. He's definitely pulled him. Blatant handball by Henderson, by the way. I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it. DG would have scored the pen. I can't lie. I'd like to think so, but nah. Penalties, I'm still scarred. Years ago, my friend who used to work at Talksport brought me to a tournament and I missed a decisive penalty. It was deep as well, man. It was like the Henderson one. Keeper off the line, the hero thing was deep. 5th penalty as well. Crazy. Don't select me if you want to take pens. I get scared, man. The goal starts getting smaller. I've never liked penalties. Never, ever liked penalties, man. Bernardo Silva is an absolute rat. Dived against us like that with Xhaka. It's true. De Bruyne is tired of playing. He's like 70 years of age. You know what? Yeah, we're talking about that pen. That angle, it is a pen, you know. Why did Marmoush take it and not Haaland? The maddest thing of this whole game is still Mateta drinking from that water and then the ref mouthing it as well. It's peak Marmoush. Big up Haaland, though. I'm not going to lie. Haaland's reaction to his teammate missing, I hear that. I rate that. Look at the Palace fans. Mad, man. Come on, Palace, man. Mateta, jump, man. Kevin De Bruyne. Mateta. Come on. Boys, we've got 5 minutes to the end of the half. That's a ball if it goes over Mitchell's head. Mitchell's done very well to win the header. Come at you, bring that down. Eze, skills. Hey, skills, ref. Eze's twined him. Ref! There's no advantage, ref. That if there's no advantage, that means he genuinely thinks that wasn't a foul. You can say Karma hit Eze because he did foul Bernardo, but ref, come on. Remember, you heard it here first. Heard what? Ref caught crazy backwash. You Europeans are a comfortable bunch. What the hell? What does that mean? I get. Oh, you're talking about the war. Nah, G. Man said Europeans. You're definitely American. I mean, it's humility from the ref on one hand, but I know how my mind works. If I was the ref, I swear I feel like I'm bugging out. I think I'm going to lose my eye or something. I'm very scornful in that regards. If the ref blew for a pen, it might have been difficult to overturn to get. Pick up yourself, Nathan. The problem with Henderson handball is that they didn't have a decisive angle of the situation, and there also seemed to be a touch by Haaland as well that doesn't qualify as clear and obvious. There's too many flipping rules, mate. There's too many rules. And I say this all the time. That same incident is probably going to happen tomorrow in certain Premier League games, and there's going to be a different outcome. I guess what I'm alluding to is where is the consistency in the decisions? But they don't want that. Unfortunately, the game we love, there's an element of entertainment. They don't want consistencies. Look at the money in the Premier League, where everyone gets the best refs, allegedly, the best managers, the best of the best everything. You really think it's a coincidence that there's incompetent referees? And maybe it's just me, and we did have Brexit, but talent is talent, isn't it? Like we see English lads out there, African lads, all sorts. Why don't we get the best referees? Because the best in Europe, or allegedly, you get English refs in the champ, Spanish, Czech, whatever have you. Why does not happen in the Prem? Where clearly the Prem have the shittiest kind of starting 11 of referees, if that made sense. They don't want to change these things. There's too much money in the game. These are too smart for this to be incompetence. They're not training them. Doku could be in here, should have dived. That's not with Hendo. Oi, boys, please. Kevin De Bruyne. You're not better than Odegaard. I'm shameless. Hendo. To be fair to Doku, a broken clock can be right twice a day because his decision making to cutting off that left hand side onto his favorite right foot and wrap that was good. I do think watching that again though, Henderson's probably made it look a lot more dramatic than it actually was, but he's been equal to everything today. I'm sure his ex-Manchester United colleagues have probably been texting him. Henderson's on fire today. Even as much as we're talking about Eze and potentially Mateta, like what's going on with Gurr? He's still being linked with Newcastle. Contract running down. Let's be honest, like Gurr, Palace, you're probably at that stage in negotiations. You both know what you want to do. Guardiola, that's a ball. Marmoush, you missed the pen. You're scared though. You're scared. See, you're scared. No, he's not scared. He's a baller. Walton's won that. Referee won the ball there. Thank you. We want it more than them. From one South London club to another. Oi. Let me tweet that. Henderson is on fire. We approach half time, folks. What's that? Oh gosh. Let's leave that there. We went from Gyökeres and Rodrigo to Mateta. Oh, we actually linked with Mateta. Return of the English IC3 centre-backs. All that hard work for nothing if Crystal Palace wins. Of course I'm shameless. Above all, I'm a passion merchant. Oh yeah, Kanji, see why I don't like this guy? What's he doing? You need to be humble. Like, yeah, you're at City and you get money and you've won stuff. Remember who you are, joke, man. Like, you didn't miss a penalty against us. See you next international tournament. Joke, man. Mateta, don't have it. Absolute joke, man. The refs are like the editors for the movies. They cut scenes this way and that way to get the story conclusion they want. Exactly. And to be fair, I'll be real. Being a referee must be the best job in this country because you fell upwards. I might make a mistake. I don't know. Brighton versus Brentford, respectfully to both teams. That's not probably the biggest fixture in the calendar. And then I'm going to get rewarded with a North London derby. Then if the refs and anyone criticizes me, I'll wheel out all the ex-referees to chat nonsense for the next 24 to 48 hours on TV. If a ref makes a blatant error and me as a referee, I say the ref needs to be better there, I get fined. It is what it is. And then they start doing the victim thing. Whereas, the refs are human. Yeah, they are. And I'm not talking about abuse. Everyone that's got common sense knows that I'm not, and you lot are not advocating abuse. But you lot, there's an element of this is professional sports. If a manager, is not doing well enough, you lot will bring up diagrams of his style of playing, his recent results. The same goes for the players, to a degree, even fans. So why can't refs be scrutinized? In the same way, if there are refs that everybody likes, that they do think are good refs, held them up. Balance. But these things are never going to be there. We've got 3 minutes of added on time, folks. Ironically, Wembley as well. I remember I worked at Wembley years ago when Crystal Palace were here. You won the playoffs. I'm sure the year they bought Zaha and loaned him back. Well, United bought Zaha and loaned him back. I'm sure Palace were at Wembley. City are losing it. They have to manage their emotions. I did think City would score in the first half. Doesn't look like it's happening. You know they're going to keep playing the same way. Need to up the ante. Poor old Ortega in goal. Haven't seen much of him today, but he's conceded. O'Reilly. What? They think this year's better than Miles Lewis-Kelly? Tired. Really, all I want from refs, aside from consistency, is pragmatism. I just miss when refs were a bit sensible, man. Because I think there should be consistencies with the rules and decisions. But then I also think that I might give a yellow card in certain games for certain things. But if it's, I don't know, a Manchester derby or Man United Liverpool, because of I guess I'm alluding to, you kind of got to read the room. Because they either try and do too much or do nothing. But here's what it is. Take it from an Arsenal fan, man. All right? Just referees ain't changing anything. They do get Europa League. I miss when we didn't even notice the refs. The refs are celebs now, man. They want to make it all about them. To be fair, I'll give the refs that. That all started, in my opinion, with Mike Dean. That all started. Mike Dean, in my 30 years, you are absolute see you next Tuesday in all aspects of the word. Absolute twat, mate. You started all of that. Surely there's a foul on Gurley. It doesn't matter because City's attack has been dealt with, I think. Takes a goal to change this game for City, but I can't see where it's coming from now. Just expect more or less the same next year with Arteta just wasting time. Harsh. Players going to always play to the whistle. Kevin, yellow card. City always losing it when they are losing, but the refs help them. Bunch of babies. And even, don't get twisted, even for Crystal Palace, they've got to keep their nerve. You're in a good position. Just keep doing what you're doing. Play the game, not the occasion. And at some point, City obviously have the individuals that can flip this game in its head. But at some point, the longer the game goes on, we all know they have to throw the kitchen sink. This is a cup final. Savinho, Akanji tries to put it into the box, does actually. Palace have dealt with everything, sends it nowhere, wherever it goes, it doesn't matter. And that brings a close to the first half, people, in which City are losing, courtesy of a strike from Eze. Crystal Palace are winning a goal to 0. Good off, boys. Good off. Now that semi-automated offsides is here, refs can let close calls go to that and raise the damn flag when a player is standing 12 yards offside instead of letting it play out. It's jarring when they do that, you know. I'm doing a ref course. 10 years time, I'll be sorting refereeing out. Couldn't catch me being like Mike Dean. Big up yourself. I must admit, I've got an agenda against all referees. I don't know why. I just don't trust referees. I just don't like them. And I am that kind of person. Like, the referee has to show he's not taking any shit. Or I'm sure a lot of us in Sunday League, we will try and exploit that. We try and befriend the ref. The ref might get calls right. I know it's right. Still call it for it. Just give the ref nothing, no respite. You've got to do it. Haaland is so rubbish in the air for his height. Bit harsh. Man wants Mateta. Why do you keep saying this? The only thing I'm expecting next season is Arteta to run Odegaard into the ground by not trusting Wanyeri and Dolman in rotation. There is an agenda with refs in the UK. I had a friend who was a top ref at grassroots, but he was in uni as well, and he got told he wouldn't be promoted to top level because he was in uni. Damn. I will say this, though. Refs do, you know what? They actually have to be very, very fit. Oh, Glenn Murray. Where's Andrew Johnson? Since we're getting all the Palace alumni. Awonyi wouldn't have gotten hurt if the side judge wasn't being it. Yeah, pray for Awonyi, man. That's a horrible injury. I have time for a Kanji. He says Arsenal are bigger than Chelsea. No, we don't need no one to tell us anything. Forget him. Talks too much, does too much. Especially when we played them. It's one thing. Fair enough. All the City players talk too much. And listen, Kanji, you've done more than me, but fair enough. At the end of the day, Haaland is Haaland. Bernardo is Bernardo. This one is that one. Fucking Akanji, shut up, man. Shut up, man. Shut up. You're not actually everybody fit. Half of them City players start for us. Akanji, you're not guaranteed to start, bro. I don't know if you're a better centre back than what we've got. Boy, just shut up, man. Just shut up. Eddie getting a trophy the same season he left us after we said we ain't winning. After we said we ain't winning nothing with him, it's dark. It's dark, man. That's how the game goes. To be fair, Bologna got rid of Calafiori left. They won a trophy. Funny how life works. PSG could win the Champions League when Mbappe's cut. It's funny how life works. It's dark, man. Shout out Eddie and Katia, though, man. You won an FA Cup with you being a local South London lad. Like, you live in the movie. Akanji doesn't get into the team at centre back. I hear left back though, but it's a fake left back thing, man. It's a fake left. It's not real left back. I hear it. I hear it. Nah, man. Nah, I'd rather Lewis Kelly. Sorry, I need to blow my nose, man. Hey, it's killing me. You're not better than what we got, man. You're not better than what we got. I'm shameless. Depth, he's more than welcome. For depth purposes, he is overly welcome. Imagine a Kanji Arsenal. I think they're giving him drugs, man, because you've gone up the levels. I give you that since you went to City. What a goal that was from Eze, man. That is actually a serious strike. It's not going to be in his height, but it will because it's in a cup final. But that is a very good Munya shout you. Boy, big 45 minutes coming from certain, man. Must be nice. I wonder what well, to be fair, Arsenal players are probably at box park enjoying their life, isn't it? Really? Essentially. Elise is clear of Eze, 100%. I wouldn't mind a Kanji, a squad depth, neither would I. What was the point in keeping Eddie, Smith Rowe, Nelson, dropping our top goal scorer in Abami and playing party right back criminal? Oh, you're one of them, man. Elise, another one we should have held on to when he's at our academy. He floated about. Nah, I can't lie, I rate Eze, but I think Elise is a better player, man. I think Elise is something else, man. Like, he's absolute effing mustard, mate. That Elise geezer. So is Eze. Don't get twisted, but Elise is different. Elise, obviously, he's winning stuff at Bayern, but and Palace could win a trophy. But you left, they're gonna win. Harry Kane's won something at Bayern. I don't want to even mention it, but we all know negatively what could happen on Wednesday. Bournemouth, Brighton, and Crystal Palace getting robbed of their players this summer. You say that, but are they really? Because you've got to pay you got to pay serious fees if you want these players. Who's really got? Well, everyone's got good players from Brighton, but everyone apart from Liverpool with McAllister had to pay a premium, and I think McAllister had a release clause. We had to spend 50 million on Ben White off the back of one season. Caicedo was a madness. Cucurella was a madness. Nobody went for Tony in the end, but there was finances behind that. Not sure what they would want for Visa and Embuemo and even Nathan Collins, who's been linked with a bunch of clubs. Palace, rightly so or wrongly, this is the world we're in. Wharton's, I'm telling people 100 million. Gurhi, you're trying to say 70, 80. Eze, you're trying to pay through. Forget the fees, bro. You're paying through the nose for these guys. DG, what's your ideal transfer plan? Get me ideal. In an ideal world where there's no factors to concern myself with, 2 strikers, a left winger, 2 central midfielders. Unpopular opinion for this year, I would leave the number 10. Get me 2 wavy 8s or an 8 and a 6. We can maneuver. But for next summer, I would be looking at a 10 if certain individuals don't back up their ideas. And I know the talent that we've got in the academy and around the first team. So what did I say? 2 strikers, 2 centre mids, left winger, a versatile defender, and a left back. I can't lie, bring that Garcia lad. He actually looks quite decent. The board really let us down this year. They let themselves down. Everybody's let themselves down. The board in January told me everything. Told me everything. You've told me everything. We need everything at this football club from a tactical and technical front. So Berta, Arteta, and the players, it needs to go right. Because you didn't want to win, bro. I know there's value on the market and PSR and all of this, but at some point, forget Arteta. Not absolving Arteta for anything, but forget Arteta for a sec. A club that can claw back something at the time in January and looking at the player front, there was no one to select. You need to get something through the door. You have to. And we didn't. He's cursed. Xhaka as well. Where's that comment? Xhaka as well. Should have kept Xhaka. Imagine Xhaka and Rice. Xhaka in the 8, Rice in the 8. You don't know when you need to defend. But DG, how would you rate our 2024-25 campaign overall? 3 out of 10. As a club, 3 out of 10. Further away in the last 3 years in the Premier League than we've ever been. Didn't do what we needed to do in the summer and in January. Regressed defensively, even regardless of big up Raya. I hope he gets the clean sheets. We're conceding an alarming rate from set pieces. I don't think we've evolved as well. I don't think we've evolved. Like 2022, 23, I keep saying this. We were very good in the final third. Last year, we were fantastic defensively. I don't really know what we're stand out for now. Same old issues have reared their head. Nothing that's happened this year that we didn't know could be a thing. But then if I broke it down, Premier League, yeah, there's been injuries and adversities. And if anything, I have a newfound respect beyond the obvious for the players, whether I rate them or not. I've said this before. I respect the players' response to adversity because I can question if you're good enough. Obviously, the mistakes you made on the pitch. I think you lot have done everything you can. Because if I remove the romance, bro, as romantic as Marino up front, Kivio centre half, all those things, bro, like remove the romance. We should not be even factoring in these things. They've been ran to the ground. People have played with injuries. People have rushed themselves back from injuries. The players have tried, bro. Like they've tried. I allowed them, but yeah, man, 3 out of 10. If I broke it down, Premier League, 3 out of 10 for me. FA Cup, 4 out of 10. Stupid way of going out. Semi-finals against Newcastle League Cup, 3 out of 10. Very disappointed. Loved the previous rounds, obviously young players scoring in that, but club like Newcastle, they demand your A game. Didn't do that across 2 legs. Don't think the first leg in hindsight was as bad as I made out at the time, but definitely, and it definitely looks a lot better when you go and look at how we played at their place. Horrible. Champions League. All things considered, it's not 10 out of 10 because we never won, but 10 out of 10. Like I feel if you lot showed me any progression, it would have been in the Champions League. If I have any less energy for the players, it'd be in the champs. Like battered PSV, fairy tale against Madrid. Obviously, the same issues reared their head again in the semi-finals. Again, brings back to my previous point about recruitment and evolving and whatnot. Is where it is, man. Do you know what's effed up? This 2024-25 Prem season, we never won more than 3 games in a row. We will never challenge for a Premier League title with all the draws. Exactly. We've regressed or stagnated. Either one is not the direction this club wanted to move in and needs to move in. Is where it is, man. Why did Arteta take so long to play Ethan when Odegaard was out? Decisions like this cost us. It's a learning curve. No excuse, but at the end of the day, whether I think Arteta's the guy, not the guy, he's staying. And I feel not that I can, but if I could speak to a lot of these managers, Carlo, Wenger, Pep, Jose, whatever, I think there is even Pep, a lot with Pep. There must be moments or periods or a season or a game that you really think about and it changes you and it makes you question everything of yourself. I think there's a lot of like self-reflecting everybody, including the manager's got to do, because if you isolate Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, bro, this has been your second year back in the champs, quarterfinals, semis, it's been good. But you've not had an ability to pivot. We've not fixed the squad in the way it needs to be. You need to learn to trust certain players, find different solutions. Yeah, man. I think this is so far in Arteta's career. Yeah, this is in terms of being a winner and getting over the line and all of that. The club and you, there's a lot of learning that needs to be done. The disappointing thing is how the season ended was because it all stemmed from the January window of not bringing an attacker. We drove the car until there was no petrol left, man. And then you factor in all the other issues. We're always going to end up here, innit? And it's disappointing. It is. They're on banter. They're bringing up Gary Lineker. Apologies, penalty miss. Banter. Shearer's got bants. It's the Arsenal. It's tiring, DG. We aren't a bad club, but the Emirates era just bears ifs and buts and maybes and PR stance. I'd love to be excited for the summer, but yeah, I heard it all before. It took Arteta until Sunday to try Martinelli at 9, and he scores. The dude is as stubborn as a curry stick. And that's the thing. That's a contradiction because I don't want Arteta to not be stubborn. You need to keep being stubborn, but you need to pivot. You need to know when to not be stubborn. Like, you need to, like, yeah, this is where I think you're right. You need to know when to change things. City are so dead. Pep should have left last year. You know what they're going to do in the market off the back of January. Have they even played that Brazilian centre half? Has Sterling scored a goal this campaign? He has, man. I couldn't tell you who against, though. You must have scored, Sterling. Come on. I remember him playing flipping crap against Palace. Raheem, the nightmare dream. Big up Sterling, man. But it's been horrible, man. And I wanted it to work. Who did you score against? If you can tell me, I'm going to say Bolton because I saw it said League Cup or maybe Preston. But if you know who Sterling scored against, you're like, wow. 1 goal, 5 assists in 27 games. But to be fair to Raheem Sterling, you're not our player, which is the best thing ever. You've only played in your 16 Premier League appearances. You played 433 minutes. You played 297 in the Champions League, 270 in the EFL Cup, 80 in the FA Cup. Where, to be fair, I'm sure you came on against United, did well, but brother, clearly not trusted. Clearly a stopgap. Clearly we needed to do something, so we ultimately ended up doing nothing. To not do nothing, we had to do something. Deadline day said it all. Sad though, man. Big up Sterling, but yeah. Match trying to find out who the hell he scored against. Who did you bag against, Sterling, man? 2 assists against PSV, though, in the last 16. So in the knockout stages of the competition, he did get 2 assists. That is a big game. We all know the knockout competition in the Champions League is where the business starts. So he did show his quality there. He really did. Unique qualities in abundance. Where did these assists come from? Nottingham Forest, who are kicking on the door of well, they've qualified in Europe. That's a big game based on what we've seen. Where else we got, Sterling? Everton, Everton away as a Liverpool man, former Liverpool man. That's difficult. I'm reaching with that one. Bolton. Boy. Unpopular opinion, I think we should keep Raheem Sterling permanently. There's got to be, we always speak about experience. We saw what Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko did initially for our football club, and what we started to fight for. I think there's no coincidence that when we've got back into the Champions League, the players we brought in last summer, they did well. And there's got to be a coincidence with Sterling's come in and we've got to a semi-finals of a Champions League. There's a lot of transferable experience. I think Ranieri always speaks about how he's, put an arm around his shoulder. We need players like that. He's versatile. He has had injuries this year. I'm not against keeping Raheem Sterling. Scraping the bottom of the barrel here for real. Chatting, man. Karen, you're moving mad, top blue. Not even going to repeat that. Calm down. That's it. You can't trust people, man. If Sterling prop is mad. The man is dusted. Keep him though. Horrible, man. Even me, I must admit, I'm not even believing what I'm saying about Raheem Sterling. It's just, I like Sterling, man. I like him as a player. Akanji or Kivio. Big up Kivio, Akanji. Second half, soon kick off, people. Come on, Palace. 45 more minutes, man. Could this go to extra time? Could we see this go to extra time? Ref, come on, man. So many fans, actually, ironically, yet to take their seats. And we're finally off. Big 45 minutes from City. Come on, Palace, man. Jose and Xavi would win something as Arsenal coach. DG just trying to ensure the free jerk by supporting Sterling. You're moving mad. we could arguably get Luis Enrique. I'd love it, but you think he's putting up with no signings in January? Biggest regret is we never got Pep Guardiola when we had the chance. Or actually, I think it would have worked a lot better. Jurgen Klopp, way before Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool's a thing. Silvinho, that's a good ball into the box. That is a very important header by Richards. Jeremy Doku indirectly is cannoned off of Haaland. Mateta with some very questionable step overs, but Crystal Palace still have the ball. Eze, 40 odd seconds, 50 odd seconds better get into the second half, and we could have seen it at 1-1 if it wasn't for Richards. Fantastic header. Eze, Mateta, good build up play here. I thought Eze was fouled about twice off the ball there. Mitchell, can he find Mateta? Diaz has read it well. And we're here with Kevin De Bruyne. Smash the like button if you haven't. DG, I'm speaking in hindsight. I rate Nagelsmann. Would you take him at Arsenal? Yeah. 3 years before Wenger walked, that was the time to get Klopp. Missed it though. But again, our club, they didn't want, as much as I love Wenger, he overplayed his position. They were cool. Champions League. Didn't want to go from that to winning shit. Klopp would have been, I think I would have preferred Pep, obviously, it's Pep, but Klopp would have been better, man, because I think Klopp was, out of all of them, Klopp would have been, out of Klopp, Luis Enrique, Pep, Klopp would have been more likely to put up with the nonsense and work within your means and all of that. Luis Enrique, all these guys, you need to give them, rightly so, you need to give them money. O'Reilly, has he found Haaland? Brother. Go kick. Ring pong, here we go, confirmed. I hear it. Give Jose 3 years at Arsenal. There will be drama, but Jose wins something everywhere he goes. Did he win something at Spurs? Palace man's coming out laughing. City man looks so serious, full of facial twitches. It's not looking good for them. I hear it. It was Bolton. Yeah, Xavi is better than Arteta. Not long term, but yeah, he could win something with this squad, I think, or Jose. Damn, the best is yet to come. Come on, man. He tried, though, man. He tried, man. You should never kick someone while they're down. You should never look down on someone and help unless you're helping to uplift them. It's easy to criticize Sterling. This guy loves this. Why do you keep saying this glazing word, boy, man? Is there something you're not telling us? Are you on what hooks he's on? What they're gonna do? We all know Arsenal are the favourites for the league. DG, this is messed up. Top Blue, send that again. He has, I think, one in the EFL. Oh, you're still talking about Sterling here. I have a bad feeling Arteta really doesn't like the idea of dropping Odegaard even at the detriment of Wanyeri. He doesn't want the guy he selected as captain to look bad, so now he's stubborn. You're going to have to be unstubborn, bro. You're going to have to learn. I'm not saying these were the right things, but, in terms of what you had at your disposal, using Tierney a bit more, using Zinchenko either in midfield at left back, playing, somebody mentioned earlier, playing Martinelli up front. Whether you want to do it or not, sometimes you might have to be cute and clever, either in a game or a string of games. You've shown, like, the way we play to the way we won the FA Cup. Obviously, we're not the same club and whatnot, but you've shown me you can tweak things. But it's like you had to do that out of necessity. Now you're actually getting, quote unquote, to do what you want to do. You're choosing not to be flexible. And I'm not saying we want to play a back three, but for instance, did we not win the FA Cup with a back three? I could be wrong. I might even be lying to you lot. Under him, we definitely did under Wenger one year, because against Chelsea, Monreal, Mertesacker, and obviously Mr. Rob Holding. Shit, is Holding can't still be at Crystal Palace? Where is Rob Holding these days? You should have shut your mouth, because you could be at Palace getting another one. Big up Palace, you lot have saved us, man. Big up you lot, man. Holding, Eze, important blocker it should be too. Holding, Turner, Eddie and Ketia, you lot buy some shit. Rise at Sheffield United. Didn't Sheffield United get promoted? Hey, Holding, it's dark for you, you know. Arteta is not a risk taker, very predictable. But this is the thing, because not taking risks is a risk in itself, which I think we've seen. Like, we don't do anything, and ultimately that is a decision. Big up DG. City looking toothless in front of goal. Need a Mateta dagger. Amen. Who remembers Nuno Tavares? Doing all right. Doku is hella frustrating. Pepe's bags. They need a rejig. Feels like Arteta didn't feel confident enough in the players to dip into the squad until he had no choice. And if even that, he's got to hold that because you built this squad indirectly. You and everybody else, you lot built the squad. So if it gets means tested, we're in issues. As a club, we've been saying we've got a small squad. Arteta said it. Nothing's changed. So I'm not here to blame the manager, blame the recruitment staff. You're all in this together. That's the bottom line. We've had seasons where we've kept everyone fit and still been good and whatnot, like 2022-23, and we all know with Saliba's injury. Last year we had a clean run, but then obviously Timber, Partey, Tomiyasu, there were no shows. This year we know what's been said, and we've seen at other clubs. These are smarter footballing people, quote unquote, than us. 38 Premier League games, however much if you go the distance in all the comps. I don't know. It's easy for me to say, but you either keep everyone fit or you get the bodies. If you're unable to do neither, you see how the script goes. And if we needed to do what we did in the summer and these injuries still happened, I would have said fair enough, because you actually tried to fix it. That's unlucky, in my opinion. If we had the depth and all the bodies are dropping like flies, that's unlucky. Cool, you tried, but we didn't. We knew this could be a thing. And I'm not saying they want players to get injured or whatnot, but we all know the climate around Arsenal Football Club in January. There's a man down for Palace. He's on the floor at this moment in time. You lot told me in January, indirectly as a fan, that you think you have enough from January to this point because you didn't sign no one. You were upbeat on people getting fit. You was, I guess, relatively positive that you could keep people fit and get people back to fitness. Didn't see any quality. Big up Roy Hodgson. He's in the building. Did I invite every former England manager? Because Southgate's there. I don't know, man. There's just bare other rich dons there, man. Hey, none of the man them there though. In the executive bits. It's dark. Pep zoned out, man. Very zoned out. We always leaves ourselves underprepared. It's annoying. So I stopped getting vexed. I hope he's all right. He still looks a bit dazed. Pep looks like he does look vexed. To be fair, he looks like he's in deep thought. Very, very deep thought. I hope Pep is finished. We need Pep to leave, man. Because then I think it's even. City obviously going to be up there, but then it's even. We need them to just get a good manager, not Pep Guardiola. They're going to be back next year. They're actually going to be back. I hope not. But they are. This is a fluke season. And again, my football club, if we did what needed to be done, what is one thing we kept saying? Oh, if City fall off, we're there. City fell off and you were so bad. It's actually irrelevant what City done this year where the Premier League is concerned. Tuchel in the book. Who is that next to Thomas Tuchel? He looks like he don't give a monkeys about this game. The squad stayed relatively fit for 2 years, arguably is the reason we've been so burnt out and in the red this year. That's true. Factor in a lot of these guys have played at international tournaments. I think every club needs a bigger squad. Like, if you're Liverpool at this moment in time, going off the last Euros, the last World Cup, all the football that's been played club and country up until this point, well, Liverpool in the Club World Cup, you get the point, innit? All them English teams, if they're in the Club World Cup, you've got that, about 2 weeks off, you're doing pre-season, the season starts again, there's a World Cup next year. Whether it's using academies, keeping hold of, in our case, I'm not saying it's the right thing, but the Smith Rowes and all of them guys on the peripheral, whether it's just buying more, everybody needs to have a bigger squad. Akanji, Savinho, not seeing nothing from a City perspective, man. Gurhi, reliable, proper, proper centre-back. I've got time for Gurhi, man. I like Gurhi, man. He's obviously a good defender, and he's one of them defenders. He sticks to his pay grade, man. That you don't see him trying things. He's very self-aware. Got time for him. One football, man. I'm gonna be an F1 fan exclusive. F1 just doesn't capture me, man. If we just did what was needed after 2022-23, we would have won something. Instead, we got Havertz, Marino, and these flaky options. Dang. Nothing changes. Silvinho, De Bruyne, that spam crossing stuff's not going to work here, fella. Wakanda's built for that. That's food and drink to like 80% of this Palace squad. Ball into the box, whistled across everyone. Mitchell, hook it. Thank you, lad. City still got the ball. Feels like a carbon copy this first 10 minutes of the second half as it was in the first. But obviously the goal. Should have held on to Heaven. That one bothers me more than Cheeto thing. I mean, I hear that. But for him, he made the right decision. I don't know for what United do in the market and if everyone's fit. But didn't you play in a quarterfinal, semi-final or something of the Europa League? Is there a handball shout there from Palace? Bernardo Silva should have scored there. Corner kick to City. City will probably have the best summer on paper, especially after Tomiyasu's Ferreira started falling apart again. Damn. I don't want to hear about Heaven and Cheeto now. I really don't. Marino needs props for how he dealt with the whole pressure player number 9 and the way he picked up mid-season was decent. Too bad he was shy at centre mid the other day. Rice Beans, you said it there. And that's, again, piggybanking off what I said. This is why I feel sorry for the players. Because I do think we like Marino could have been bought, but we needed a difference maker. I think considering he's an Arsenal fan, I think the rhetoric around him was quite harsh. He had an injury, all of that stuff. And he had some romantic moments playing up front, but he looks like he's forgot to play centre mid. I believe he's a squad player. Clearly, he must be. I know fans were doing this whole Marino's going to play with Rice and Partey's going to get dropped out prior to the season starting. Imagine. Calm squad player, but we need level rate. We need both. Last summer, we needed probably more level raisers, and by default, people became squad players. We need both now. You've not given yourself the option. Like, we need to address every area. There's no slapdash job. You need a striker. You need a centre mid or two. You need a left winger. You need to sort the goalies. However way you play it, I think you need maybe even 2 defensive reinforcements. Everything needs to happen. Surely handball there. Nervy defending by Diaz. He's hooked it clear. Or did the offside flag? I mean, the Sun's unpredictable here, man. Maybe the Sun's got to a couple of the players. Not quite sure what the linesman's call is. It's a throw-in, to be fair. It's always the same-ish every year. It's beyond mad at this point. What happened to Foden? I don't know, man. I know my star boys, not that we're in a final. I know they wouldn't get dropped for one. I see Yao Mount Vinicius rating Saka. I've not heard one of these, like the ballers, say they rate Foden. Oh my God. How? Palace! Is it onside? Is it onside? Yes! Munoz, who got an assist, got a goal. Save, City. City, save. It's over. It's over. I don't know, man. They might have a look. The way everybody reacted. This is lovely. Let's go, man. It's peak. It's dark for you, City. It's over now. 2-0 fair play. City, you're done. City, you're done. This is a movie. These lot are going down in Crystal Palace folklore. Crystal Palace have created history. What a long... It's all started from a bit of carnage with a long throw from Richards. There's nothing. What's the cause? Nobody could be offside. There can't be any cause. What's the cause? He's not offside. Mateta's not offside. Guardiola's playing them on. I don't know, man. It's dark though, because what Palace could have a parade, Chelsea could have a parade, Spurs could have a parade. Well, good reaction from Munoz. Just I love that, you know. What are the calls for? He's brave as well. Your ankle could have been collapsed there. Grazia doesn't even know what to think. He showed you up, Pep. Guy's wearing TNs as well. How South London could it be? This is on brand. Is there? Are we doing water break or is there subs? You started Doku in a final. Like, what are you surprised about? Oh, really? Referee, really? He's done the face. He's done it. And even that, it looks like it's come off Haaland as well. So wouldn't that render everything onside if it's come off Haaland? Or are they still doing that? Has it come off Sarr? Or are they saying Sarr's interfered with play? Fucking disgrace. And it weren't even the close like that. You see how the angles start messing things up? Fuck, you know, man. Well, Best bit of defending from City today has been VAR. As they can breathe. The goal's been chalked off. I think, oh, you know what, Palace, I'm getting a bit nervous, you know. It looks like Gurley's having to come off. Why City? Bro, yeah, they say we make staff famous. Why are City's physio squaring up? Bro, City's, the physios are squaring up. The coaching, I bang him. Don't even know who they are. Hey, let's go. Hey, football might be healing. Hey, physio done swinging out. Yes, I bang him. Cuss your mum, punch him up, man. Hey, let's go. The doctor dons with the gloves. Oh my God. Physio dons. I love this game. I love this game. Can't believe it. I meet him in the changing room, please. We need to get back to that, man. Cesc Fabregas throwing stuff at Sir Alex Ferguson, allegedly. We need to get back to that stuff. We need to. My team need to crash it against this very team that's losing at this moment in time. I can never forget how they pushed Arteta. And I know football's changed and I don't advocate violence, but like, could you imagine somebody pushed Arsene Wenger and you got Tony Adams, Vieira, all of these guys? It's crazy. Boy, I don't know why the physio is beefing. I don't know why the physio was doing all of that. But as to the excitement, Marmoush, you missed a penalty. Cutting in off this right hand side. Kevin De Bruyne spam cross me, DC. One trick pony, lad. Mitchell disarmed him. Disarm him. Don't foul him. And he's come off. Game's far from over, man. Loving the like to views ratio. Let's keep it up. Come on, let's keep going. Appreciative to you lot tuning in. Smash the likes. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Docu's pull it into the box. Richard, come on. You're better than that. No foul. No foul. Don't foul him. Together, boys. Together. Come on, Palace, man. We need this. Palace and Man United, please. That's all I need from you lot. Just one more game or less than that. We're into the last half an hour. To be fair, if I was a City fan, they ain't throwing the kitchen sink at this. Joe Pep's worrying about the game. He don't care about letting them fight. Bro, you think he wants to listen to the physio done? Who is the Crystal Palace one as well? Why would they beefing? See, this is where I'm jealous of Americans, because Americans, their media will go and after this game, we will know exactly these two names and what was said. Pep is doing this, madness. I don't know. It could get dark. Funny enough, I grew up in Crystal Palace, so I'd be happy to see them win. South London tax. The physio's about to throw hands. It's peak television for this weekend. I'm telling you, man, the heat is getting to everyone. Northwest London is scary. It makes man act out of character. So is South London. They collide. It's crazy. It's crazy. Wharton is someone I'd look at as a potential replacement for Partey. He's good in both phases of play, the offensive and defensive. He's one like Rice, you know, that I think you could get more goals out of him, you know. I wouldn't ever look at that, but I think he could. I don't think he scratched the surface. He's a baller, man. Bernardo Silva. Diaz. Come on, Palace. Just hold on, man. We've coached a masterclass. Started Doku. You can't expect to be winning this. Palace, man. Why did that goal have to get chalked off? 2-0 was done. We was in dream world with the celebrations, and now Kevin De Bruyne, I know it's not Kevin of old, but he's picking up fantastic pockets of play. There he is. And he's played a 1-2. It's out here on this right-hand side with Savinho. At least just scumbag a ball into the box, to the back post, Haaland on your back. I thought Akanji was going to do it. He's played his right back. Savinho. Mitchell on him like a rash. He's done well, but he's glided past him and he's kept possession. Diaz. Guardiola. Goes to Doku. It's over. Goes to Doku. It's dead now. Look, it's tired now. It's here with Doku. See, rubbish. Beyblade. Rubbish. Rubbish. Crash Bandicoot of a footballer. Rubbish. Anyways, Kevin De Bruyne. Savinho. Waits for the overlap of Akanji. Brazilian stuff. Caught by Henderson. Horrible. If you're wondering why no one's been interested in Doku all these years, it's a headache, man. He's a good player. There's a player there, but it's horrible. PGMOL are in City's pockets. Doku lacking with end product, and that's who Perez said could light a torch to Saka. Perez must have been drunk, man, with all due respect. Eze will be 28 next season. I like the guy, but let's move on. Yeah, what does that have to do with everything? Top blue's horrible. Eze needs to grace the carpet as his new man. No, Fish. I know, man, but let's not do it to ourselves, man. Silly free kick to give away by O'Reilly. Let's not do it to ourselves, man. Bring it in the ideal world. Him, Walton. Then you wake up, man. How much is it? Like, what? 70 million? Come, man. 50, 60, 70. Palace, talk to me. 100 for Walton for no reason. If you like Nelson, we got him. I'm sure. You know what, Nelson, that would have been a smart move for you. You know what? Let's give Nelson one last season. You know what the saddest thing is? We could have done with Nelson this year. We actually could have done with Reece Nelson. My new agenda is Gabriel Hayes. Don't sign the left winger, Jesus off the left. I haven't said anything, but I'm going to be prepared, man. Arteta really needs Zubi there to hold Marino's hand in midfield, or else he'll never be a 90-minute, 38 season type of guy. I like Marino. You show me you can be used in the squad. There's games for you up front, or in-game solutions where you could play up front, but it's a squad thing. Keep doing your thing. And there's no disrespect with that. It's a squad thing. I need level raisers. If your name is not, and everyone's place is up for debate, if your name is not Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, give or take, I don't really care, to be fair, between Timber and Ben White. Lewis Skelly at the moment at left back. Yes, we want to see him play in midfield. At this moment in time, until Zubamendi signs and Partey actually extends his deal, because on paper, we haven't got Zubamendi and Partey's leaving on paper. Like, Partey, Rice, other than that, I think your position could and should be up for debate and upgrades in those roles. Whoever, like, shout out Marino, shout out Havertz, serious 9 needs to arrive. Trossard and Martinelli, I actually defend these lot quite a lot, but just can't persist, man. The purple patch thing is, you can do it as a squad player, but we need killers. We need the numbers. We need a 20 goals win games. At the end of the day, we haven't always lost because of our inability to convert chances, but we have to a degree. And we spread out the goals. There's many different goal scorers and ways, but when it really, truly matters in moments like the semi-finals or games that could turn defeats into draws and draws into victories, we ain't got enough guys that are just paid to score goals and can score goals, and we've got some reliability in their ability to do that. As a Villa fan, who cares about Arsenal? If you're here, you must care. Like, big internet. Fair enough, though. Zubamendi has signed for us about 10 times, if you believe the internet trust. DG, if you're a footballer, what would your whip be? The Timber thing, I can't lie, man. Ben White Timber. With hints every now and again of Zinchenko's final ball. I'd love to be like Trent or Kevin De Bruyne. In this day and age, they must live movies, man. Especially Kevin De Bruyne. Unpopular opinion, Kevin De Bruyne's creativity, but that's new school creativity to me. Like, it's not. I like the Ozils and the David Silvers and many players. Remember Kelme, Bear, that's create like the off the Zola, the off the cuff stuff. Not dissing Kevin, because he is a Havertz as well. Is it? Sorry, not Havertz. Hazard's another creative one. I've practiced the same thing 100 times and I can do it 100 times, which I respect. But it's robotic, man. Football is very robotic, man. Hella robotic, predictable. Come on, Walton. If I had footballer money, I'd do dumb issue like get a Toyota Supra MK. You know what hot take? I take Tammy Abraham at Arsenal. It can be part of the squad. I'm dropping 120 million package deal to Leipzig for Xavi Simons and Sesko. G-Wagon with Kolasinac on retainer as a bodyguard, because I know how you boys in London be scheming. What's wrong with this guy? Prime Ozil is clear of Kevin De Bruyne as a playmaker. Argue with your opinion. Instead of Odegaard, do you think Havertz will take his position? In-game solutions, there's times for Havertz to do that, but come on, man. Because you're probably the one that he's got real faith, rightly or wrongly, can do what you want Odegaard to do off the ball. We'd all love to see Wanyeri blooded there, but I don't think in Arteta's mind he's ready for that. I think Arteta sees him as a versatile attacker who can change games primarily at this moment or in the short term, probably a right winger, even though he has spoke about his abilities to play up front and all that jazz. I want to see this incredible Hulk version of Havertz. I don't trust Arsenal fans, man. 1 minute, Havertz is breaking crazy gym records in the gym. Big up Kivior, but Kivior's mad fast. He's breaking records. The only records I want to see broken is the hoodoo of 20 plus years, never winning the Champions League and scumbagging some cup. But we should be in this. We should be in this. Big up Palace. We were doing the comeback kings and the FA Cup stuff before them. We should be in this final. Jeremy Doku. That's a decent ball. You won't do it, City. Eze, what's that? Eze killed Mitchell there. Eze, come on. Time and a place. Silvino does well. This guy's cold, man. Akanji, you won't do it. You think he will? That's going off. Silvino don't want it. Come on, Palace. Yeah, trust. This is why to stop comments like that. That's why I want to win the Champions League. Footballers need to stay away from supercars. You seen what happened to our boy Mikel Antonio drifting on these awful UK roads. Thoughts with Antonio, man. You have to thank God for his life, man. Cars are dangerous. Even as a footballer, getting insured as a young academy footballer, boy. Imagine we had Muniz. He wants to attack. I'm cool with our fullbacks, though. I would like another left back. I'm cool, man. Like, I just want more depth. It's the midfield and the attackers. Because even that, if we were to say who's been our players of the season, you're going to probably say more defenders, if anything, or the defensive unit, if you want to throw David Raya into that as well. Doku. Kevin De Bruyne shapes for a shot. He smashed Arthur Wharton in his head. I hope Wharton's all right. Hey. Why is Richard crying? Why is Richard? I don't know why Richards is crying. It is a head injury. Like, defo hurt. Fuck. We was talking about whips. Aye. It's calm, man. It's for the cause. And you know what? In a day and age, you know what? Wharton, you got away with it. It hit you. But I hate, my pet peeve, I hate players turning. If I was a Real Madrid fan, I would have been vexed about that around Declan Rice's free kicks as well. I hate it. That's the most annoying. That's actually one thing I won't comfort. I hate when footballers turn. Like, you know you're going to get hurt. Stand and look death from a footballing point of view in the face. Don't just, oh my God, I don't want to get hurt. Because when you do that, it deflects off your head, sends the keeper the wrong way. So yeah, Walton, I was going to praise you for that. It's calm. And he played for Blackburn. I know you know that's how he came up. I hope he's all right. Savino is slightly rubbed. Definitely not. Dolman will get more minutes than Ethan next season. Walton's good, but he should have stayed down for an extra 5 minutes anyways. No rush. Yeah, he needs to milk that. Phil Foden. Completely forgot. Jack Grealish. He's used to not winning the FA Cup at Wembley. Gundogan. Still remember that goal you scored against United. Wharton. For the cause. Crystal Palace have done well, man. They've done it for the cause. Henderson's done bare saves. Wharton's taken one in the head. He had to come off as well. Eze with a bit of individual brilliance for the goal. They've worked hard. Yeah, Wharton, you definitely need to put some water in your head, man. That 100% hurt. I believe we're at a stage that Inter Milan was at the season before they won the Champions League. We need a killer 9 and a few squad raisers. Facts. And just naturally having a bigger squad. As I saw in a foot race against Kevin De Bruyne. To be fair, Kevin's done well to hold him up. Terrible from Sarr. And it's here with Doku. You won't do it. How long have we lose the ball? 10, 9. Okay. Bernardo Silva. I just want to know, Bernardo, did Palace come to play today? Because you always say, oh, teams didn't come out. They want to play against us. Diaz as well. Like City just a bit like us. It's the same way, same tempo. Kevin De Bruyne does well. O'Reilly should have scored. That's it. You've lost this. Should have scored. Kevin should have an assist. Should have scored. Marmoush has gone for a goal. Has he got a corner? And I think Diaz is trying to rally up the 10 Manchester City fans. Would love to see Dumfries at Arsenal, best right back in the world for me. Yeah, but would you see the best out of him? Because he's going to be asked to invert, and like he's essentially a winger in Inter system. Mateta's done well. That's therefore a yellow card for Bernardo Silva. Definitely, Mateta's done well. That's one of them nasty tackles as well. Cynical is, I guess, the word I'm looking for. Horrible, man. Come on, Palace. We're almost there, man. We're actually almost there, Palace. Palace. O'Reilly, you're not going to make it. If that was Lewis Skelly, bro, to be fair, when Lewis Skelly made his debut at Wembley, he bagged my left back. You didn't want it. You're not going to make it. You tried to put it on your left foot, you're not going to make it. Silvino coming off. Foden's coming on. Oh, City bringing on Alciverdi in the final. Pepe's playing real life football manager. Foden's a sort of idiot to score today. And oh my God, the country needs to be built around him. Oh my God, he's so amazing. Alciverdi done very well at youth level for Argentina. Big game, big arts. Can he make himself a hero with these 15 minutes? Has he played for City before? Didn't you hear Havertz has destroyed metrics according to Charles Watts? That's cool, man. Trophies now, man. I'm here for destroying metrics and all the off-field stuff that we've done. Trophies now, man. Because everything is geared towards that. Kevin De Bruyne. Palace need to be wary. The game's opening up. Not really, because De Bruyne is giving it away. The game's opening up. And Kevin is getting on the ball a lot. To be fair, he's been one of the better City players. Mitchell, probably the happiest man connected to Palace. His penalty was saved. Defo owes Dean Henderson a beer or 10, man. Salah, best African player in the Prem. That's after Mane leaves. He probably is statistically, but for me, JJ Okocha, Yaya Toure, shameless Arsenal fan, Lauren, Kanu, Mahrez/Salah, they're there. Mane as well. Mane don't get his flowers, man. Mane, I'm so happy you don't play in the Prem because you used to move to us when you was at Southampton, let alone Liverpool. Who else is there? I'm trying to think. Jogba, skip Jogba in there somewhere. He needs to skip the queue of a couple of names. To be fair, there's been some good African talent. Yakubu for the heritage. He's not with them, but yeah. From semi-pro level up, the best moves as a winger are sharp change of direction and change of pace. Eddie and Nketiah, your defense is in trouble. Eddie. Not for Mateta though, Gaffer. Not for Mateta. I fear it is. You know more than me, Gaff. Hey, Mateta. Walking too fast. And he deserves it, man. We're in this very competition. The unfortunate thing against Millwall happened to him. That flair stuff only works in very specific situations. Trust. The game is too fast for tricks and flicks. It's only godlike players that can bust out tricks and flicks. I would say, yeah, you've got to, but in today's day and age, it's got to mean something. Like, there's no point busting a step over if you're not cutting into your favorite foot and either getting a goal or assist. There's too much. That's a reason the party trick guys don't succeed no more. No one ain't entertained by that. And the managers ain't got time for that. People lose jobs. Is this Man City kid any good? He's very good, to be fair. He's going to need time. I don't know if he affects the game today. I don't know what their plans are moving forward, but based on youth level, 100%. Which other African attackers are in the Prem? Let's make it easier because you could easily say Eze, but let's count it as people that are representing African countries at this moment in time. The Leicester lad, any Moroccan or Algerian or one of them, we're linked with him. My man, him, Star, Basuma. Feels like a bit of a quiz. Who else is here? Who else is in the Prem that's African? Kevin De Bruyne. Can't say some names, people. I'm trying to think. Kevin De Bruyne has found a kanji. See, you can't even say a kanji. I just remembered Switzerland. Calvin Bassey. Feels like Fulham got a couple, you know. Kudus. I think Wan-Bissaka, can we include Wan-Bissaka? I heard he's going to play for Congo now, so you can throw him in there. Good foul to him, ref. That's a foul. Eddie, get up. Eddie, get up. Work, mate. This is Wembley. Come on, we need to win. Bernardo Silva. Who else is there? Mateta is on the French team. Guy, he plays for England. Sarr. I'm watching you in front of me. Oh, Nana. I know United fans are fighting not to say his name. Someone said Salah, that don't count. I'm trying to think that might be it. I know it's not it. There's got to be someone else. Arsenal ain't got none. Partey, flipping out. Yeah, of course we do. Partey. Iwobi counts, yeah, because he plays for Nigeria. Iwobi. The Corey of Everton. Stay on Everton. It feels like there's a couple there. Villa got any? The winger, the Ajaringo of Brighton, the other you as well that plays for them. He must be, man. Brighton have a couple. They must have a couple. Brighton, Visa and Buemo, Brentford. Shout out them. I don't know. Villa's on Anna. Don't count. Belgium. Ndai, shout. Ahmad, shout. And Buemo. Fair play. Kevin De Bruyne. We're not doing technicals. Aye, that's a good find. Selemania, the Southampton lad. Yeah, aye, that's a good. That's a good find. Who else? So actually, you know what? Palace are attacking. Let's get that second goal. Muniz got and you got an assist. We'll never forget this. African players in Premier League. There must be a list of just everybody. We definitely forgot some, man. There's probably some laying about. Okay, it's not. You're just gonna bring up every African player in the Premier League history. That's not what we want to do. Anya. Oh, Palace, please. Thank you. Anyway, we'll do Richards. One love. Henderson. Alchaverde almost made himself a hero. Palace, please, man. 9 minutes. 8 minutes even. Plus I did on time. Hey, Lerma, shout out to you. 9 minutes. 8 minutes. Just give us 8 more minutes, man. El Canusi. Minte, that's a, yep. Fatawu, yeah, the Leicester lad. Jordan Ayew, is he still in Prem? Marmoush, flipping out. Yeah, Marmoush. He's right there. You know what? Marmoush is going to be better than Salah next season. You're giving Salah a trophy when there's no competition. Damn. I remember that season when Aubameyang, Mane, and Salah won the Golden Boot. Yeah, they had to share it. Weren't Kane involved? Semenyo, fair. Said we saw already. Semenyo, that's a find. That's a find. There must be a couple, man, dotted about. Lavia don't count. Belgium don't count. If they're not playing for African descent, cool. We'll be here all day. We're all like literally the human race did, but you actually have to play for an African country to be considered. Like if you're not eligible to play at the Africa Cup of Nations, you can't for this. You're not involved. He asked the manager to stay up there. Yeah, why are you hating on Salah? Diaz. Richards has been good today. Yeah, all the Palace sides have. Oh, bro, Eddie and Nketiah's got stronger. Hold up, the ref. Akanji's in trouble. That's nasty. Palace can counter-attack. There's 2 fouls, ref. There's no advantage. Ref, fucking hell, man, you prick. Come on. There's 2 fouls there, ref. Eddie, keep going. And you're nasty, Akanji. You're horrible, man. Horrible. You see, Salah never do it for Egypt because he's got to track back a bit. Since Diaz started dating Maya Jama, he's lost his powers. You're horrible. You're horrible. I think this is it, City. Party. You can't say Saka. Belemba, shout. Cameroon, yeah. That's why he plays for them, yeah. Good shout. Barca / PSG for Simmons. He plays for both of them. Are they being linked with him? You know what? I wouldn't rule out Liverpool City, you know. It stinks of United. It does stink of United. But Lembo. Come on, boys. Pardon me, we're doing well, man. All Pep and his coaches do is just sit there and moan, innit? Like 3 old men outside a cafe, just drinking Turkish tea and just arguing. Corner kick? No. Is Elneny still picking up a free check? I think he's playing in Saudi Arabia. Wait, DG, this is 2 FA Cup finals. City lost. Agendas, let's agenda them. A yellow card challenge, and he hasn't even given an advantage. Are you man seeing what's happening? The Shegs are they're brewing. We can all see it, but they'll tell us we're crazy. Palace have won it back. Love that, Eze. I need you to retain the ball a bit better in these last opening exchanges. Come on. Ending exchanges, but yeah, come on. That's it. That's it. There we go. Oh, Eddie Nketiah could have been in. To be fair, Diaz, good defending. Wharton slides in. Eze, bang that. We're gone. 2-0, we're gone. Free kick to Palace, or as the ref said, play on. There's a man down. Palace, to be fair, you're probably better off taking this thing out of the game. Eventually, Wharton's going to get back up to his feet. That's a good switch of play by Lerma. Hey, come on, this is us. Muniz, we've done it. Shower. Oh, the camera done me. It's ballooned all the way out for a throw-in. What a problem their right back is, man. Great fan. How old is Muniz? Because surely, I won't say you're going to leave, but you're going to be one that's probably gained plenty of admirers. 28. Good find, to be fair, but thought he's a bit younger than that. Good find. Found him in Gent. They never give us fullbacks praise. Will Hughes is coming on. FM legend. Wharton, stay fit. Wharton. To be fair, Wharton still looks like he's... I hope he's all right, you know. It looks more like he's limping. It's more physical, but he keeps holding his head. You never know with this concussion thing. Got to stay humble, man. Tell Odegaard, get the camera out. Take a pic. See you getting put in the wrist. Love it. Pep clearly trying to dress like the new young guy his wife is dating now. Damn, let's stay out. Married first. Apparently, they're back, actually. Bernardo Silva, you're told never play across your goal line. He kind of dispelled that theory. City just haven't gone up the gears, lad. Looks like I can't make out who it is, but it looks like City will be making another change as well. Is it Gundogan for Kevin De Bruyne? Phil Foden, first time I'm seeing him. Look, that's probably why he's giving it away. Mitchell disarmed him. Eze twine him. Yes, Eze skips past him. Somehow, this guy is cold, man. Throwing for Palace. Eze's just sick. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe what he did. Quality guy. Player, ain't he? Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, people. It's always a pleasure to be here with you lot. Dream car is a Porsche 918 Spider. That car is class on legs. Mine's a Rolls Royce. Don't know why I wear a Bentley. Oh, you're talking about whip. I was in geezer mode. You're actually talking about whip. I need to remember who I am. I thought he's talking about crosses. Oh, shit. Bentley. Oh, wait. As a footballer. Yeah, Bentley. But I do like them G-Wagon trucks and all of that. Sometimes, every now and again, I watch people put up them videos of the players arriving to train and you see the cars. You're like, rah. Doku is just a next-gen Sterling with his stop-start. You're moving mad. I'm not going to say. See, this is what I said, bro. Doku is a pace and step-over merchant. He's meaty. Doesn't even get into Spurs or Newcastle. Agenda purposes, you play for Spurs. I'd rather him than Brendan Johnson. I am shameless. Look, is Eddie onside? Eddie's got a lot to do. Eddie, the flag is going to stay down. No, it's not. Eddie Nketiah in offside. Some things you always remember. Eddie's probably going to get booked as well for that, but it's cool. It's for the cause. Eddie's put on a bit of size since the last saw you. Yeah. It's all grown up now. It's all grown up. 2 would have been game over. Crash Bandicoot of a footballer that made me laugh in public. He is Crash Bandicoot. Doku, that is like, you wouldn't want to play against Doku, but his biggest enemy is himself. He, as you keep all saying, his decision making is absolutely pony. Big City scouted you. Doku. It's too perfect. Kevin De Bruyne. Guardiola. Come on, man. Come on, Palace. Jeremy Doku, you won't do it. Rubbish. See, rubbish. You didn't want it. You killed Diaz as well. You're not going to make it. If that was Saka, Henderson's picking that out the back of his net. If it was Foden, he'd bottle it. And here is Foden on the ball. It's the same pace. 10 minutes added. They really want City to win. There's going to be a hefty chunk, man. Will football be safe today? I don't think so. DG, here's my Emirates 5-a-side team. What would yours be? Raya, Gabriel, Cesc, Santi, Sanchez. 5-a-side. Assuming you got to pick. There really has been 10 minutes added on. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. 5-a-side. So I got to pick a goalie. Edison, because it's 5-a-side. Edison. Oh, shit. I'm moving mad. You're talking about Arsenal. Ramsdale, because it's five-a-side. We're here with the lads. It should be Ryo, but we're here with the lads. Ramsdale. No, Ryo. Zinchenko. Mesut Ozil. Santi Cazorla. Alexis Sanchez. Trying to think, man. There's a few, man. That's a good question. You see the refs are again. The refs should just say we will only stop the game when City win. Extra time's a possibility. Another 9 minutes. Come on, Palace, man. They need us, fans. They need us now. Kevin De Bruyne. See, you've had chances. Not really too many clear-cut chances, but O'Reilly's had a chance. Marmoush missed a penalty. Doku, never. He knows it. We all know it. Can't believe City fans desperate. You can't be screaming for that. Palace haven't dealt with it. Guardiola. Akanji, Gundogan, you're going to lose it. No, what do I know? He's found the Kanji. Handball, surely. Eze, Foden don't want it. Oh, to be fair, Foden got there. 47, you must. Kevin De Bruyne. Altraverdi. Guardiola. Doku, this is where it gets lost. Meaty, dead. Stop. It's tired. Oh, that's not dead. That's actually not dead. Palace have dealt with it. Kevin De Bruyne wallops it, shanks it wide, appeals for a penalty, a corner. Doesn't happen. Pep's off his feet, stressed. City joining us on the trophyless table. Nah, we're in the final. We got Champions League final next Saturday. Arsenal versus Barcelona. I don't know. I don't understand. Don't know where you're getting at. By the way, Brentford lose out on the Conference League spot most likely now. Damn. You forgot who he was. 100%. I just clocked. Road to 70k. Smash the likes, people, and subscribe. This guy, big up Michael, the mods. Fat Rice Beans, comment, because you're always here, you know. I feel bad for Brentford, but I can't watch City win something in this awful season. I'm emotionally checked out, man. Like, we know the talk. You know, Palace have lifted stuff, Newcastle have lifted stuff, Slots lifted stuff, we haven't lifted stuff. It is what it is, you know. You throw in how last season ended the year before. I'm over it now, man. The two great games against Madrid, you start to dream about getting to the final and how it ended. This pain ain't nothing, Gigi. We've been here before, man. It's been darker. Still dark. Still hurts. But the pain threshold, you get better to it. At some point, you can't run away from the darkness. You need to embrace it. And then you, I guess, become the darkness. Well, I'm sounding like some Marvel enemy, isn't it? Look at live people. Big up yourself, smash the like button. I was thinking, right, I sound like I'm in a movie. I sound a bit too dark there, right? Come on, Palace, man. Eze's cold. Bit harsh of a yellow card on Altraverdi, I must admit, but he's a late one. I might see you go Girona, we'll never see you again. He's a talent, though. It'd be interesting for City because they got a young group of players now and players that are going to have to step up and be leaders. For years on this YouTube channel, what have I been saying to you? Like, at some point, you're going to look at City and you're not going to see Kevin De Bruyne or Gundogan, this one, that one. You're going to need someone like Phil Foden. Smash the like button if you're back in the agenda. Too early for the corner flag stars. Too early for that. Brother, corner. Kick it off him. There's a corner there. Stop trying to do the strength thing, see, dickhead. Come on, Eddie. Dive. Yes, Eddie understands. He didn't bang, but your heart was in the right place. Come on, please. I don't even know what chant that was, but Palace settings. We're therefore Arsenal to Palace. Ian Wright. Where are we going? We're therefore I'm therefore celebrating this Palace win. I am celebrating something this season by hook or by crook. Get to 70k subs, people. DG Nation, we deliver. We're nearly at 100. Where are we? How we not got 100? This is why you lot say I'm underrated. 91. They hate me up. Will Hughes, love that. De Bruyne, your last game and you left with nothing. Where it is. I wonder when Rodri comes back if City will be back to their high levels. I mean, they've got to find a plan for when obviously Rodri gets injured, but clearly they got up the gears. You know, when I look at how, not really Arteta, to a degree Arteta, but I think it's more emphasized, another save by Henderson. It's more emphasized by like, even ironically, Julian Nagelsmann, I think Pep Guardiola, maybe to a degree with Partey at Arsenal. For a lot of the, definitely Xabi Alonso, a lot of these new managers, them, handball claims dead. A lot of these new managers, it feels like, and some of them even say the number 6 position. If you had to ask them on the most important position, they would say that. And they're very peculiar, isn't it? That's why I can see, like, you can see how the 6 ties into everything at Arsenal. Probably in hindsight now, why Rice doesn't play there on a consistent basis, why Arteta persists with Thomas Partey, and all the other knock-on effects that you've got Rice higher up the field. You got to remember, a lot of these managers also look at it to score goals, but once they lose the ball, they want to win it as quickly and as high up the pitch as possible. You don't want to win the ball in your middle third or your half of your pitch. As soon as you lose it, because that is football, you are going to lose the ball. It's turnovers. You want to try and win it ideally as quickly as possible. Ideally, in and around the edge of the opponent's box. Phil Foden, tired cross, tired footballer, generational talent. Meidi, starting Doku in finals. Foden, Meidi. Wanyeri, keep doing what you're doing. Uncomfortable conversations are pending. Very, very uncomfortable. DG, would you do the ballers thing if KSI offered you a decent amount of piece? I mean, 100%. 100%. I ain't gonna go though. And what's the discipline things? Because no one's not making me. Like, you can, if you not make me. But I see some of these guys on baller leagues, because they're cold. They all used to be footballers. They're too cheeky. Like, they try and not make you and not make you again. Mommy's son can't get embarrassed on the internet. So if you do the skill, but don't try and make me a victim. One thing I don't get with the ballers league thing though is like, I've watched it and that, but I don't understand, like, you know, that there's challenges, and maybe I'm making all this up, but sometimes it looks like there's it's like 3 aside, then it's 8 aside or whatever have you. I don't really get that element. Haaland is rubbish and lazy. Haaland's problem is probably, you know, he should have probably been born in the the 90s and the early 2000s, like 4-4-2 days where strikers were just meant to score goals. He'd get a lot more credit. If you're not creating service, which these are not, Haaland's a passenger on the pitch. Gundogan, Altraverdi, Gundogan. Well, hey, 2 minutes left. A lot can change in 2 minutes. But I think Palace have done it. Come on, Palace, just hold your shape, man. Come on. De Bruyne, see, when De Bruyne spam looks dead spamming. All right, elite time wasted from Henderson. City. Look at him. Go on, cry. This is not football's the only thing grown men can cry. Cry, bro. And the little guy, the little C fan. Hey, City, daddy. Welcome to football, lad. This is the game we love. Daddy. Shout out, man. You've been spoiled, man. You see a team with Champions League. That you weren't even there for the tough times as a City fan. Daddy Mills and all that. Main road, like, man. Like, fam. You see his face? Oh my god. You can see it. I'd pay big money, but there needs to be a camera done that just focuses on people crying. Oh, and I don't discriminate. Little kids, old men, little kids, old men, everybody. I get it. Football's like that. Let the tears go, man. And you lot know me, I'm a football romantic, but above all, I'm a passion merchant. I'm a bit of a shithouser. So it's lovely seeing Don's cry, bro. What are you crying for, cuz? He's probably telling your little kids in primary school, your little friends, oh, daddy's taking me to the FA Cup. We're going to win. Make sure you tease him, man. Welcome. This is what football's about. Oh, hey, man. That's one of the happiest moments I felt all season. Come on, Palace. 40 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. It's all bants. DG, do you think a more direct style would suit us? Bro, we're already direct, man. We're doing long throws. Obviously, a part of it's probably been harmed because Kai hasn't been fit, but we've gone long. I just think we could do things quicker. Go on, look, tears and tray. Go on, cry, big man. This is what football's about. Come on, Palace. All right, look, all right, cry, old girl. Don't worry, darling. Cry, man. Let the tears come out, man. Tears of joy, tears of sorrow. Come on, ref. How long? Yes! Crystal Palace have done it. Come on, Palace. United, please. United Wednesday, please. And that's a very weird camera angle to take of Eze, like showing his crutches. Cameraman, save that for your own time. We want to see tears of joy. Look at my man, tears of joy. That's calm. Keep the tears of joy coming. Keep the tears of joy coming. All of that's calm. I want to see people crying though. Come on, there's too much happy stuff. We've got time for the romantic Crystal Palace stuff. City fans, stay humble. What's Pep crying about? Pep's crying to Henderson. Stay humble. Look, crying. Money can buy you a lot, can't buy you class. Pep, shut up, man. Hey, Henderson, celebrate. Fuck him, man. Celebrate. Look at you. Shut up, Pep, man. Shut up, man. You lost, bro. You lost. What? You lost. Keep crying. Big treble winners. Little old Palace. Got you that rattled. Hendo. Lovely. Stay humble, Haaland. Pricks. Yes! Hey, Turner's there as well. Pep, man. Shh. Pep, great gaffer, but piece of shit there, aren't you? Should be rattling him. Shh. Did you win? Like, I can't lie. Professional clubs, please. If you need a professional rattler, I get a kick out of this. I really do. Like, I'd be so annoying to Pep. Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Somebody run past Pep. Not the players. Someone will run past Pep and go, stay humble, huh? Pep, Pep, you lost, bro. You've won bare. You can't win all the time in life. You can't win. You lost. You didn't win the league. Didn't win the champs. Yeah. Lost your wife. Getting it back so you can win. Please. Let Palace have their day, man. Don't make it all about you, prick. We don't want to see you coaching players as well. This is what football's about. You go to war and you applaud. Don't do that. Take your grievances out with the Henderson another day. You thought the ex-Man United goalie was going to get shagged today? Glasnier. My guy. Eddie. Where's Holding? I keep saying that. He's at Sheffield United. Boy, Sheffield United, I'm sure you got promoted. If you know what's good for you, you won't fuck about. Look at Eze. I can't lie, Palace. We're being too nice. We're being too nice. And shout out Eze. I like that. See the culture. He gave the one, the camera thing, doing his thing. I'm not going to lie. If you're Eze, if you're Gurry, potentially if you're the manager, do you quit while you're ahead and quit while you're top? Look at my tail. Go on. Hey, we're partying. What zones are we going? Where is the party today, man? Stay humble, huh? Where's Ian Wright, man? Don't worry, Grealish, man. Grealish, don't worry. You're used to bro. You're the best guy. You're used to losing finals at Wembley, bro. Lost with England, as did my guys. We did lose with Villa as an Arsenal fan. Palace were better than them. Individually, Palace won their battles. They scored the goal. They defended well. Big individual performances. Henderson, obviously, the cameras are probably going to focus. Obviously, Eze's goal is the one that's changed it all. But people are not going to give... history is not going to be kind to Dean Henderson. That guy fucking put in a shift. And even someone like Nathaniel Klein. How are you? Wait, how? You're still here. Shout out you, man. Big up Palace, man. And that must suck being a footballer, if I'm honest with you. That must suck being a footballer. I've just won a trophy. And now you lot want to interview me. Allow me, man. Allow me. What's your lineup for tomorrow? Raya. Oh, flipping out. Yeah, Raya, Saliba, Kivio, Lewis Skelly, Timber. I think Rice will be there. Odegaard, Partey, Rice. Saka. Trossard, Martinelli, but I was really flirting with getting Wanyeri there, man. Why are people acting as if you would have been satisfied with Arteta winning a second FA Cup? We won it in our worst ever era. United have won it. Cat Yalba on the worst era. Goalposts would be moved. They'll be moved all the time. We win a Champions League for the first time. We've only done it once. You won a Prem, it's only done once. I've seen Chelsea achieve mad stuff. Arsenal, City, Liverpool. People always move the goalposts. But let's just win stuff. Shout out Matt Turner, man. Dean Henderson winning trophies. I don't know, man. I think Ramsdale's definitely lost that second spot. I can't lie. He doesn't play for Arsenal, bro. Forget him. Palace in Europa? I'm not sure. Manus is a beast, man. Great recruitment. I will take Walton, Manus, Mateta, Eze. Chalobah left these trophy winners to go sit on the bench. I'm sure he's won stuff at Chelsea and he could win stuff at the moment. By the way, big up DJ in the chat. Hope the game was worth it. It definitely was. Trophy's a trophy. Breaking. Palace had a better season than Arsenal. Here we go. I've already, big up Foxy's here. I've already done the Newcastle thing and it could get dark, If Newcastle would beat Aston Villa, win their next 2 games, they've won a trophy and they could finish second. So you shouldn't laugh at people. But today, it's Palace's time and it's not City's time. Hey, man. That little kid crying made my day, man. And you know what also made my day? The fact that we got 100 likes, the fact that you lot have been here. Without you lot, it's dead. It's absolutely dead. What phase is Glasney in? It's true. Their first ever trophy. Fair play to them. Their fans must be over the moon. And that's what it's about. People can mock them, talk about trophies and whatnot, but that's what it's about. It's a fucking day out at Wembley that some of these old men have been waiting for. Some of these young guys will remember to the day they die. And girls, of course. Talking more about our own fans moving goalposts. They will, bro. But that's the thing. I think with Arsenal, I think our fans generally, there's exceptions to the rule. They want too much validation or to be treated fairly, rightly or wrongly from outsiders. And then we're too concerned internally with what our next man thinks. Everyone can have their opinion. That's what happens when a team wants to win. It makes you think, man. It makes you think what could have been. Henderson, man of the match, bad boy saves, and the penalty save. The 2 worst Premier League teams that aren't going to be relegated this season are about to compete for a trophy on Wednesday. Life is cruel. It is what it is, but you got to control the controllables, man. Since we are practically celebrating the Swedish royal family being replaced with the German one, by the way, the same as England has. Damn. Boy, we won't beat you tomorrow. Impossible to win 4 games against the same team in the season. Impossible. Foxy, dead that. Don't run. If we beat you, don't run. Because you've been talking a lot of trash. Boy. Shameless Arsenal fans supporting other teams win while their own can't win trophies. Chopper chop, your team therefore cannot do that. And we're not going to do that. You lot can do what you want. I've seen my team win trophies. It's not our time this year. Either way, it is what it is. And we are shameless. I'll be supporting Crystal Palace today and what's the rest of the day. Wednesday, I take my services for 90 minutes with my Norwich scarf up the whatever M way it is to Manny to cheer on Man Divided, Man United against the Spuds. And then, well, to be fair, that's it. After that, that's really the season. Well, Wednesday, I don't really care between PSG and Inter who wins the champs. Who really cares about that? Conference League would obviously hope Chelsea lose. Don't really care about that. Mate, that's already going to happen. That's it, innit? There ain't nothing else. This has been the year of movies, really. Newcastle pulled off an upset against Liverpool. Palace pulled off an upset. Arsenal, not quite trophy-wise, pulled off an upset against Madrid. Croydon must be buzzing, mate. Streaming Newcastle tomorrow. We will be there. I think we kick off at 4:30. So I am live at 3:30. I can post the link. Make sure you smash the like button on that, even if you're not going to be there. There you have it. 16th and 17th in the Europa League final. That's going to be absolutely terrible. Come on, Divided, man. Champions League semi-finals should be winning at home every time. No excuses this game, Foxy. I'm not hearing that. Nope. This is a must win for Newcastle to have their greatest ever individual season. We're gonna go agenda for agenda, man. Wenger would never go out like that. Tell me Pep's better than Wenger. He'd never go out like that. Think Wenger's going out like that? Nah. No, I'm here tomorrow, man. I'm here tomorrow. Go grab yourself a Hennes when you're done here. You know what? I won't be here today, man. Actually, I won't be here today, man. I don't want rum or Henny, cognac. I think he's a special manager. Haaland being injured affected his form since he came back. That helped Palace today, but Mamouche messed up. Forget that. You're right, DG, but forget that. They're gone. They lost. That's all we care about, man. That is all we care about. They lost. Romance doesn't always win, but it won today. And to be fair, you got to give credit to Crystal Palace. 11 players against 115. Maybe 116 if you include the ref. It's got to be difficult, man. We need the new Donnarumma. Bro. Palace fans, stay humble. Exactly. Stay humble, man. Stay humble. But on that note, I'm sure you lot are tired of hearing my voice. Without you lot, it's not possible. Big up Crystal Palace. Shout to you lot who are always here. Shout my members, my moderators, everyone who's hit the damn like and subscribe. Tomorrow, we're back again for Arsenal Newcastle. I'm sure you haven't seen the videos that have come out today. So yeah, man, you lot stay safe. Stay blessed. Peace.
always just that active red flag, defending.
I've been given like